What is going on, everybody? Rajay back in the house. Happy Thursday to you. It is time for another Toss One Back Thursday. And we got Todd in the house. Cheers, Todd. How you doing tonight, my friend?
Johnny.
What happened? What was that?
No.
I can't hear you right now. Hello. I can't hear you, Todd. Come back in. Now you trying to say something?
Yeah.
He's trying new gadgets, people.
I don't know.
So like I say, stop buying stuff from China.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you somewhat. You're coming in a little choppy. Now
Phones.
Yeah, now you're not synced up. Now it's like I'm watching Kung Fu Saturdays all over again. We'll let Todd get all situated here, but shout out to everybody there to chat. Erie in the house, what's up? What is going on? And y'all make sure Erie's going to start streaming at some point some of her new Xbox games. So make sure you check out Erie Nicole Gaming and sub in now while you can before she's a huge star. So check her out. She says at first it's been a while since she's actually been first here, so it's great to have her back in play. Says if you're not early, you're late. Is that like a little bit of Ricky Bobby philosophy there? If you're not first, you're last, right? So make sure to get in for sure. We got Wayne in the house. Cheers, Wayne. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Thursday to you as well. If you guys don't know Wayne's Beer Delivery, make sure you check him out. He's got things going there on his beer channel now and doing a great job. Yeah, what's up? Erie there, fellas. Todd, everybody, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Erie. You got electric. Why do I say electric?
Electric.
As long as I've known Alan, eclectic beard and beard gaming and reactions. I don't know why electric came out of my mouth at that point. Is that the error bell?
I don't know. It's I'm an iPad, iPhone, Apple bullshit stuff. It never works.
I kind of like it if it was an error bell. That way, if we have errors, I mean, it's better than the buzzer I got here.
Phone, so if she gets a message or something,
Cheers, homie. Good to see you. You guys all probably do know Eclectic Beard Gaming and Reactions, and if you don't, shame on you. You should. Dude is blowing up. Great to see all the success he's having. So make sure you check him out. He is the other half there with Erie, and some great stuff on his stream. A great B&A show earlier today with you and Blake as well, my friend. We got Chris Sprout in the house. What is going on? Cheers. What's up, Rod and Todd? Good to see you. Welcome back into the show here.
Welcome.
Let's see here. Hey there, Wayne from Erie. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Sounds like Todd needs a beer. It does sound like he does need a beer. That is for sure. Speaking of which, we should start pouring some beers around here right now. So,
yeah, we're just wasting time at this point.
Yeah. It's always that initial 5 minutes, right? When you first get situated.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first if you've got a beer you want to share with the people.
So I am drinking one from Gallant Fox Brewery, out of Louisville, which you know of.
Nice.
And I assume it is Cluster Fuck, I guess. I don't know, FUQ.
Cluster Fuck.
Porter. It's made with real chocolate, vanilla, peanut, and marshmallow.
Ooh.
So I picked these up. So you see the candy on there. Also, I will try along with the beer.
Oh, wow. Little parent action taking place.
A little parent action of the candy. So it says Derby City Small Batch. And it is, I saw the ABV. 5.8 ABV and 28 IBUs.
Very nice.
So we'll see. Never had it before. Got 2 cans of it. It's been a couple weeks ago now, I guess.
Was the candy bar there at the brewery as well?
It was, yeah. So you had to buy it separate from it. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that too and just try it and try to compare the two and see if they coincide or the beer tastes like the candy bar, I guess.
Nice. Todd's leveled up his beer game.
Stepping it up.
CB in the house. Cheers, CB. Good to see you as well, my friend.
What's up, CB?
And you said, what up, CB, as well. We got Skip in the house. Cheers. What is going on, my friend? Good to see you there, Skip. And then the beers that I'm actually going to crack open here, the first of the beers. Don't know how many I'll do tonight because I am now off until next Thursday. So we'll see how far I get tonight.
Yeah, I've been on vacation yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, you were home today. Damn it.
Yeah.
Blake was like, once he reached out to Todd about playing some NBA 2K20 with us, I'm like, he's at work. I just never thought.
No, I was off.
Oh, man.
Golf a lot today.
Trying to teach Blake how to play NBA. So I was like, man, if I knew you were there, I'd have let you know we were playing earlier.
Does Blake like to golf?
Does he like to golf?
Yeah, because they have the 2K21 on there now for like 1994 or some weird numbers.
Oh,
no. $2.
I didn't see that on there.
Yeah.
Well, I think EB was looking at that at one point too, so maybe he'll pick it up as well. So we can get up there and do some golf. I think Blake did watch the golf game, so he may be interested in that one as well. I think he did try to say he was looking for that one before. So
okay,
yeah, to let Blake know when he's on here.
Do you know if So I saw Alan got the what the hell is that? Just the version where you just download stuff instead of actually have a CD player in the PS5.
Yeah, you got the digital edition.
The digital version, yeah. So can you, if you have digital copies of PS4 games, can you play those on the PS5?
Yeah, well, the PS, if it's in your library, I think the PS5 is compatible to play all the PS4 games.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So if you've got a bunch of digital,
I believe
games, you can play them on the PS5.
I believe EB will have to confirm that for us. There's some of the newer games are compatible for both PS4 and PS5.
Right.
But I think the PS5 picked up some of your older games for PS4 as well.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Which that'd be cool if it did, because now you'd have all those on your console and you couldn't do nothing with them. Yeah,
sooner or later I'll find a system somewhere here. So without having to pay the uptick. Skip said was excited to get off work and enjoy a beer with you guys. Been a long week. I hear you there, brother. Always nice to get off and do. Oh, EB says the games I've got are all PS4, so he's been able to do that on the PS5.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I know with the Cold War he got though had the PS5 upgrade to it, I believe, but all the other stuff he's been playing, so good shape.
My buddy got the digital version of the PS5.
Yeah.
But I don't know I guess he's received it now. I don't know. I haven't keep forgetting to ask him. So I was wondering how that actually played out.
Speaking on the gaming front, Tuesday will be the uploads of the new games available for PS Plus. And I'm actually happy because now they've added Days Gone as one of the new games. Because I've wanted to get that for a while, but I kept waiting on it. So now that'll be free as of Tuesday. And they have another one. I can't remember which one it is, but it's also a solid edition they're doing. So Tuesday, get the new games.
Hell, I just downloaded the ones from this month today. The Final Fantasy
7, whatever. Final Fantasy, I can't remember what the number is at right now. Yeah, I got that one too. I haven't played it yet.
So I actually started playing some of it. I haven't played one of those. God, it's been forever.
Yeah, that kind of pissed off some people from what they were saying, because it was just like last year when I think it was out and people had bought it and stuff, and it's like, oh, now they're just giving it away, like, but timing is everything,
Well, they actually still have it on there. You can download it for free, but then it also shows what the price of it is. It's like $59.99.
Yeah, that's why people were like, I can't believe you're just doing it for free now. So
of course I had to line through it. So I guess tomorrow or whenever the new ones come out this next couple of days, then that one will go away, and it probably will be $59.99. I guess. Well,
that'll be on there till like Tuesday, like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. or whatever before they kick over to the new games. Yeah. Speaking of downloads, Modern Warfare just came out with a huge download for their second season. For everybody playing that, 59 gigs, I believe. So actually, mine should be done by now. But at first, it was telling me like 99 plus hours, which made no sense. But
those downloads are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just like crazy. So if you are a Modern Warfare player, you definitely want to get that. I mean, download it today. You probably play by late Friday night, early Saturday morning.
I guess I'm gonna have to break down and get that. Because now I can't game with you guys because that's all y'all ever play.
The Cold War? Yeah, I mean, I like the Cold War. I think we've got Erie kind of turned on to the Cold War now. So, but we still go back to Modern Warfare. I haven't done it in a while. I know Erie does a good amount.
It wouldn't matter. I sucked either way, so it wouldn't matter if I haven't played in forever or not. It wouldn't do any difference.
But because of Cold War, you compete against Blake now, so.
He'd be better than me, probably. So the bear would actually probably be better than me.
Wayne said, "What's up, Skip?" Ari said, "It must have been a screw or work Thursday." Yeah, yeah. Games are linked to your account, so you're in good shape there. Which,
okay, that's cool.
When I get the PS5, I'll be all set. I think I might go the digital route. I mean, I'm downloading games now.
That's why I was wondering, because you do that, it's $100, it's $100 cheaper.
Yeah, I figure you get the digital, you get that, but then I'll get like a 5 terabyte backup, and that's like $110 anyway. And then you just have that cooked into the USB player, and you're good to go. So,
I mean, I assume your backup hard drive would work on that now, right? It's just a regular same old kind of plug-in.
Yeah,
USB or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So like the one I got in the 4 is a 4 terabyte one, but now they're 5 terabytes for the same price. So
yeah,
as technology expands.
Which I'd have to upgrade mine because I've only got a 2 terabyte.
Yeah. It always depends how much you're putting into your library, but I've got a lot. I had games in my library I forgot I had in there. So
yeah.
No, it screwed up work Thursday here. LOL. Damn, just realized I meant screw it. Speaking on the gaming for the Xbox, don't get their crap together. I'm a go fool. Hey, you're the one that wanted the Xbox. You know, I was always saying PlayStation. EB was saying PlayStation, but no, you want a Microsoft. You got to go out and buy something to even live stream with them. Like PlayStation, you could do it all right there, all nice and easy. But no, you wanted to be like Tina. You wanted to do it rough. You know what I mean? So now you're stuck with it there. Timestamp 8:55. Cheers, guys. Look, 2 minutes, Jeremy. Two minutes. I don't have many topics tonight, so I'm actually trying to keep up on everybody's comments as well. So I got it downloaded this morning. It took eternity. It was a million pack. Yeah, exactly. It took forever to get that damn thing downloaded. Cheers, April Fool's second. What's in the up, Gilbert? Good to have you, brother.
What's up, EG?
Trying gosh for the first time tonight. What is gosh? Is that like the game, or are you talking about food like goulash?
I bet that's what it is.
That might be that. Which I had goulash a few months back. The wife made that. It was like, yeah, I kind of remember from when I was a kid, and still not a huge fan. Helps the diet. You don't eat that much. So, cheers, Jeremy from Wayne, and we got Jimmy in the house. Cheers. Cuff and Stuff. Y'all don't know Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. Make sure to check him out. He is always doing some good things on the grill and some good foods. The dogs know the show is live now, but they always like to chime in once they hear the voices flowing. Yeah.
Never fails.
Oh, Gulch. She's doing a beer. A Gulch. Not goulash, a Gulch. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had a couple of that style. Trying to think of the one. The one I had was the one that was, I think, the green bottle. I can't remember who it is now, but it's been a while since I've actually had a Gulch. But on a hot day, a warmer type day, that's actually a nice style to have. Cheers, Gilbert. Cheers, Wayne. Everybody say hello. Erie's playing Cold War now, so she's listening and playing Cold War and typing, I guess, too. She's got it all happening there. She's multitasking.
Busy.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Wayne? Sorry, I missed that. Cheers. Wayne, hello, neighbor. Yes, you guys found out you're not too far from each other last time. It's all good, Skip. Cheers. What's up, barbecue man? Cheers. I'm an Xbox fan. Halo, baby. I used to play Xbox back in the day until I got banned one year. So that's what made me switch over to PlayStation. So I've never kind of looked back. And it could have been an easy fix. I could have stayed on Microsoft if they would have done something sensible rather than trying to make people buy a whole new system. If they'd have like said, you're fined $100 because your system was modded or something, I'd have probably paid it and been good to go. But when I had to go buy a whole new system, I said, well, I'm gonna jump over to PlayStation. And it's funny, at the time that I was banned, it was I forgot what year it was, but they had 10 million people banned at that time. They put a thing out that caught people on systems. So I was one of that 10 million. And the same time when they banned people, that's when you started to see Sony increase their numbers because people got so pissed off at Xbox, they kind of switched to Sony for the most part. It's kind of funny.
I remember back in the day when my good friends, nothing but Xboxes, and I always had a PlayStation. I never had an Xbox. I always had a PlayStation. So I go there on the weekends or whatever, hang out Friday nights, Saturday nights, whatever. And it was always playing Halo. I'm talking way back. This is when Halo first come out.
Yeah.
So it's not just a Call of Duty thing. I was terrible at Halo too. Let's just be the shooter games. But I only played that like once a week. And when you're used to the PlayStation and they've got the X, Y, whatever, but instead of the triangle, square, circle, I was like, I was confused because I wasn't very. I wasn't up on the Xbox controller. So that made it even hard too, but I was terrible at Halo also. It was fun though, but that was bad.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Today on Call of Duty. Still terrible.
I enjoy playing Halo, but
it was fun.
Call of Duty became more of a fan game for me once that came out. But with the new Xbox, I may still get that at some point as well because they do have some things I like to check out in that system. Plus, the way it connects into the computer is kind of nice too. But at the same point, PS5 has the remote desktop. So you can actually take your controller, put it into your laptop or your computer, and do a remote connection and play it right on your computer as well, which is pretty neat. Microsoft was down yesterday, today, Live was down. Yeah, they have some issues over there at Microsoft that we've seen. Cheers. And I don't want Xbox or PS, whatever. I went to build an iRacing rig. There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
So, Rod, what'd you say you was drinking?
Yeah, so I haven't even cracked mine open yet. So
okay, I didn't know if I missed it.
No.
Busy or you?
So what I'm going to actually crack open here is going to be from DeClaw Brew, and it'll be another one from their Pastryarchy series. It is the Mexican hot chocolate brown ale from DeClaw. So 7% ABV. I'm going to go ahead and see what this one's all about. And I'll have a separate review on that at some point here too.
I saw somebody post that. So there's a group on Facebook. It's called Indianapolis Beer Snobs.
Mm-hmm.
We got one here. It's Louisville Beer Snobs. But I saw somebody in the Indianapolis one that actually drank that one today. And so I'm kind of curious to see what you think of it. I won't say yet because it'll sway you either way.
Let the tension build.
Then I'll tell you what he said, whether he liked it or didn't like it.
Well, if it's like the candy cane one, I'll probably like it. If it's not like the candy cane one, there was another one I had from them that wasn't as great from the Pastryarchy series, but kind of get a reddish brown tint. You have a nice, I'm going to call more beige type head, beige color on there. Good foaminess. Nice feel of the chocolate. Cinnamon. A little bit of that spice kick. Smells pretty nice. Very aromatic. Comes out rather easy. Good carbonation. Nice tongue prickling. Good feel in the mouth of a little bit of a spice kick. Got the nuttiness of it being a brown ale. Good chocolate flavor from the malts. I'm going to say a little bit of Paul, like not really thin, but you can definitely tell it's a little lighter in that regard. I like the after effect of it. It's got a nice little amount of the duration of the flavor and the heat that sticks around. Wouldn't mind having this with like some pepper jack type cheese or something along those lines. Something with a little bit of a spice feel. Even something like a taco or something. But as you can see, I have no problem drinking it, so I do like it. I think it's pretty tasty. What did the one guy say?
I'm intrigued by it because you don't see a lot of flavored brown ales. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
along those lines.
It says on here, hot chocolate has evolved as it's been adopted over the world. This brown ale is a nod to an early iteration of traditional favorite originated in Mexico, made with cinnamon. Got that one. deep chocolate and lactose. Oh, and drink it cold. The hot refers to the spice, not the temp. Yeah, and the spice does come through. And I can see if they say drink it cold so it doesn't, I guess, scratch you too much. But you're getting a little bit of scratchiness in there from the heat. But I like that. I like a nice one like that. The lactose is a little bit more subdued on this one. Usually with lactose, I get a little bit more of a sweetness out of it. Sometimes a little bit more of a creamy type feel in the texture. Yeah. This one has more of the carbonation coming through, but it's decent. I like it.
Well, I think being a Mexican hot cake or chocolate or whatever, whatever the Mexican style, you're going to get some of that spice in it.
Yeah.
So you should, which is nice that it comes through because sometimes it gets lost, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
When they do that type of style. But I was intrigued because, unless I just don't see them or overlook them, I just don't see a lot of brown ales that have style, flavoring like that, adjuncts in them.
There's some that are definitely out there. Brown ales in general are something that are seemingly being made more of now that I'm seeing, which I'm glad they're starting to do that a little bit more. So it's not just your traditional, but some of the, you say, I don't say more fancier craft breweries, but there's no other way to really say it, but that they are experimenting more with different flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
And as well.
I've seen some, it's just not, you just don't see a ton of them.
Well, you have the one from like Listerman's, their nutty one or whatever.
The case.
Yeah, that one's a brown ale. So
yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. And so you have some other ones that are out there too, but no, I'm liking this one. This one definitely hits on everything in the factor that you would expect it to hit. I know Alex the Beer Master. If you guys don't know Alex, you can check out his channel as well. I know he had put a picture up on Instagram, so I think he did a review on it already. If you like a little bit of heat and you like the taste of like chocolate and you like the spice of cinnamon, all these things are kind of converging together in this beer. And of course, being a brown ale, you get that nuttiness as well. So I dig it.
Nice. This one here is actually really good too. It's which I didn't really say much about it, but it's got some nice chocolate aroma, especially chocolate, big time. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, and you can definitely smell some of the vanilla on it as well, and some of that marshmallow kind of flavor. It all kind of carries through, and just a little bit of nuttiness on the back end, which I guess is the peanut. But as like a porter, it is somewhat thin, but it's nice though. It's good. I'm definitely digging it for sure. But it didn't. The head dissipated on it very quickly.
Yeah.
Once I poured it, it just went right away. And I'm hoping I can bite into this.
Try it with the candy bar.
Because I had this in the refrigerator too, since I've had it for a couple weeks. But with the caramel.
But you cut out.
Am I there?
You're here. Yeah, you're here now. You said,
okay, there
you said with caramel.
Her phone's connected to her iPad, so she just got a call. So I don't know if that just kicked me out or what, but I just saw it. I know.
Damn it, Shannon.
Right. So anyway, I had this in the refrigerator for a couple weeks when I bought these a couple weeks ago. So when you put the caramel in the fridge, it gets hard to bite into when it's cold. So you might see me here on live, bust all my teeth out right here. I've actually been sitting out for a little bit, so it's actually soft now. If nothing else, this is a really good candy bar. And actually, they did a really good job with the beer because it does taste a lot like the candy bar, which
pretty similar.
Which has my teeth marks there, but you can see it's got some of the marshmallow in it, with the caramel and some peanuts.
Hold it back up there. There you go.
And the chocolate in it also, and the marshmallow. Yeah. So everything in the candy bar is what is in the beer, and actually the beer tastes a lot like the candy bar. So kudos to Gallant Fox. They did a nice job on this one.
Nice.
And they've been doing their I don't know if you follow them on Instagram or not, but they're on Instagram, maybe on Twitter too. I don't know what all they're doing it on, but they had their brackets for their beers that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're in the Final Four, and this one actually made the Final Four against I think it was another Maybe that was a stout. The one they did on Valentine's Day, which I've had on the show, was a chocolate cherry covered stout or something, like a barrel aged stout or something.
Yeah.
So those went head to head in the final four, and as of today, this one here was actually leading like 67% to
Oh wow.
23% or something like that, or 33%.
So yeah, we just finished the top beer brackets here for Cincinnati, and surprisingly, the winning beer was actually from Wiedemann.
Really?
And it was their Bohemian, which is actually a tasty beer. But I'm just surprised, like, it beat out everybody else that was in it. Because you don't think of Wiedemann as being that kind of that crap brewery. Although they got like 100-something years of experience. It's just that they shut down for a period and were bought out and brought back by some other guys. So good for them for building up a name, and they knocked out the different breweries, Mad Tree and Listerman and Taft and all of them. So
now, how long have they? I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago because Fall City did the same exact thing.
Yeah,
10 or 15 years ago. How long has Wiedemann been around?
I think Wiedemann they brought back. I want to say it was within the last 4 or 5 years or so. It's not been that long. So yeah.
Because I don't even think I knew they were doing it until you said something about it. I think I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it. Because I was like, that's the same exact thing Fall City did. They bought the name for like $100.
But that was like last year or the year before last. Moorline, they were the ones that brought back Little Kings. That Little Kings are available now again. So they brought them back from the history they had through their brewery going back as well. So it's kind of nice seeing these older things start to come back into play again.
Kind of going back to old school.
Yeah. And
which
then,
I didn't know until we talked about that. That might have been last week we did that one. That Little Kings wasn't even in existence anymore.
Yeah, and the Moorline brought them back. And you can get like an 8-pack of them now. So people grab those ones. They're still like the 7-ounce bottles and things like that. So it's got the nostalgia effect, which is nice too.
What's the price on those? Do you know?
Oh, the last ones I got at Jungle Gyms, I ended up getting like an 8-pack, but it was like a special rate, like $4.99 to $3.99 or something. It was on sale when they had them. But yeah, usually I think they're around $6.99 or something. So it wasn't like a huge discount or anything like that. But
they're basically like half a beer.
Yeah,
each can's like half a beer basically.
But like in the warmer days, like people, spring, summer, easy drinkers. You just when they get a beer and take some of the heat off and stuff, cream ale, so you can knock it right out.
Oh yeah. Are they in like green? Weren't the Little Kings? Weren't those in like green bottles or cans or something back then?
Yeah. Little green bottles, yeah.
So did they bring that back too as well?
Yeah, that's what Moorline brought back. They brought them back.
Well, I mean,
a couple years ago. Oh yeah, the little green. They're the little green bottles still. Yeah, I mean you can't bring them back without bringing back little green bottles.
Right.
Like, exactly. Although I don't know if they still had the Mickey's hand grenades. We should ask Lep because Lep loves his Mickey's, but because he always gets like the bigger bottles, I think. But I remember the old hand grenades that they used to have for them.
Little short stubbies.
Yeah. Let me see here. Wayne says hello to Vanessa. Jeremy says, so tell the truth, Blake getting killed by claymores right now. LOL. He actually does well. He doesn't get blown up too much. Well, he doesn't run around too much either. You know, he pretty much finds a spot and lays down and kind of targets from there a lot of the time. He'll be like, hey, Rod, I got your 6. He's just laying down behind me, like shooting the other way. So you're not going to go anywhere, right? Oh, EB's not playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Nice. I've never played that game, but I've always heard good things about that one. So that's one of the PS4s he's playing on PS5 right now, I believe. I'm playing like crap, so may as well type. Well, there you go. Because the squad's not all there with you, Erie. No one's watching your 6. That's why you're struggling right now. Well, JV, he surprised me something. Yeah, he has had a couple play the games, so he's got his moments. But he played Call of Duty before. He just hadn't played on the PS4, so last he had played was on the PS3, I believe. Can't play games. I would play nonstop, lose my job and family. Sadly, but sadly, that has happened to some people. You know, like they get so much into the games that they fall out of reality, so to speak. kind of an addiction. I never got to that level, thank goodness, but it's just like, you got to take a break. You can't stay there. But there's been times playing games where you play, next thing you know, you've been playing all night and the sun's coming up. You're like, what time is it? Like, you've been sitting there playing for like 8 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Greater Goods
I've done that
double.
before too.
Yeah. Greater Goods double dry hop hazy IPA. Nice. How do you like that one, Chad? I haven't heard of them. Just saw a number the other day, 8,500 breweries now in the country. So
8,500.
Yeah. The goal or the estimate going into before 2020 hit, they thought by the end of last year we'd be closer to trying to get to like 10,000, I believe. So obviously that's caused issues, and some breweries that closed down and some aren't able to grow. But hopefully this year some do bounce back more.
We have a new one gonna be I think it's a brewery / restaurant. Let me see what I just saw it on I have to see what the name of it was. I messaged it to my brother because it's going to be a German style brew house, I guess is what they're calling it, brew house or whatever, like the German.
Kind of like we got here with Hofbrau's.
Let me see what. Let's see.
You got to go do the chicken dance there.
So I messaged it to my brother-in-law, Shannon's brother, because he's a big German beer guy. I don't know if this. So that the owners of this one actually also have a kind of a, I wouldn't say really a restaurant, but also more. It's more like a bar, I guess you could say. I mean, it's just they got some taps and serve alcohol, and they do have like a limited menu. But so these guys are opening this up, and the building they're opening it up is like it's in Jeffersonville, which is right across the river from Louisville. So it's right on the river, but the building they're in is like a 3-story building. And so last year, maybe right before COVID, Goodwood actually went into the building.
Goodwood Brewing, yeah.
So then COVID kind of hit, and it's a really weird building. Back when I was younger and my brother was younger, that was like the spot he would go to. Used to just be a bar, like a club. So it's 3-story. You just hang out, whatever.
Right.
Since then, there's been lots of restaurants that's tried it, and I don't know if it's just doesn't work very well because it's leveled, and you're trying to seat people on 3 different levels and serve them food. It just doesn't really work too good. It doesn't seem. So I'm hoping. So then Goodwood went in, but I think COVID hit, and they kind of all the stuff on the riverfront obviously just kind of went out the window, and nobody was doing anything. So I think they just didn't go over very well on this side of the river, and went out of business. So these people, bottom line, to get back to it, these people took over the building. So it says it's a new German beer hall. I don't know if this is the name of it. It's Knock in Beer Bitte, I guess maybe. NOCHEIN BIER BITTE. So I don't know if that's the name of it, but it could be. It says major German eatery. I've always been in major German eateries in Jasper, Indiana, in Columbus, Ohio. But now he's back in Louisville doing this one. So I think it's just going to be like a German style restaurant and kind of brew house.
Nice.
So kind of interested to see what that's going to bring. They're trying to be open by Oktoberfest.
Hopefully we have Oktoberfest this year.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
With everybody getting vaccinations, hopefully we're cleared up for that. But who can't use more Wiener Schnitzel? You know what I mean? So
it actually says, no, let's see. It just says, it says fall of 2021, just in time for Oktoberfest. That's what I thought it said. So,
nice.
So we'll see. But it doesn't really say if they're going to brew their own stuff. I'm not really sure.
Either way, it's another place that can have some good stuff happening.
Yeah. And then the location is phenomenal. I mean, it's right on the river. Yeah, so hopefully it goes over good.
Yeah, so GT is drinking a Northway Brewing Obituary oatmeal stout with Deathwish coffee. Nice. Hey, Steve's in the house. Cheers, Steve. Steve's actually over there in the UK. If y'all don't know Steve's brewing channel, make sure to check him out as well. Hey, good evening. Stay up so I can say hi, Rob. Been playing Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. Love that game. Yeah, so the Final Fantasy VII is now on the PS4 for free, so which is nice. But I remember when Final Fantasy, those Final Fantasy games came out, people would go crazy. I mean, I was never as much into the Final Fantasy, but for me, I would just say it was probably like me and the Madden back in the day. I was more one of the Madden kids, but there were definitely the Final Fantasy kids that had the love for that game.
I was too, but I also played the Final Fantasy also.
Yeah.
Which kind of piqued my interest on this one today when I turned it on. I was like, I wonder if it's anything like where you just, the enemy comes and then you're fighting them and all the points or whatever. You just got to try to kill, and it kind of was. It was similar.
Let's see here. He says, just bring them with you in the game world, JV, LOL. Bring the family. Girls Basic Lager with a little bit of creaminess, not too much flavor, though. Overall, pretty basic, no aroma either. Yeah, it's not much with it. It's just, for having a beer when it's like a hotter type day, that's what makes it so easy drinking as well. Gilbert's drinking on a fair weather cheap seats pale beer and FEW Chicagoland straight bourbon, son. Wayne said, hello, Steve. Cheers, buddy. JB said, all you do is press the X, Y, R2, and B button to win. I was never good on knowing the codes for stuff, though. I can never remember all the different codes people had, like left arrow, up arrow, down arrow, then right. Like, what? Can't remember all of that. Like, ask me who was the rookie of the year in baseball in 1973. I can answer that question.
Yeah. I think everybody can still, to this day, though, if you had a Nintendo, can still remember the Contra code on that one, though.
I can't remember those ones. Much as I played the final kills on Mortal Kombat, I can remember all the different ones for that as well. Although I'm looking forward to the Mortal Kombat movie coming out, which will be awesome.
When's that? That's a couple weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it got pushed back. It was supposed to be, I think, April 16th. It got pushed back a week. So.
Oh, okay. I know what Godzilla versus Kong just come out.
Yeah, so I did a live stream earlier today where I drank a beer, and did a review. It was a Dragon's Milk. I did a Dragon's Milk review earlier, and I was live. But I mentioned there, I actually watched that today since I was off today. So we kind of anticipated watching the film, and it was entertaining. It was definitely a popcorn movie. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Like you're not going to find like great writing and stuff like that. I mean, it's going to be just like your typical try to be a blockbuster type movie and everything. They had some good acting on it. One of the guys on it was the one guy from Atlanta. He was in it. The guy that used to be Eric on True Blood, he was in it. Then you had the people from the girl from Stranger Things and the guy that was like the coach on the Friday Night Lights. Like they were both in it again because they were in they were in the other Godzilla movie, so they got tied. It all ties together because it kind of goes back to Skull Island. It goes back to Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and all these different things that kind of head up. And if you watch the other movies that were like tidbits that they had that kind of led this way, like after Skull Island, after the credits scene, they had kind of the preview, so you knew it was coming out with this type of movie along those lines. And so it was kind of neat. They had a little bit of Easter eggs hidden in the movie as well that kind of pointed to other things. But the action scenes were great. The special effects were pretty solid. It's like watching it. If you've seen it in the theater, it probably would have been more of an effect with all the things up on a big screen. But on a good sized TV set, you're still enjoying it as well. But it was a decent enough movie. I think I would give it like maybe 2.5 out of 5. I found myself at points just wanting to get to the next part of it. So
yeah, just kind of hurry along.
Yeah, like if I had to say this versus Skull Island, I like Skull Island more than I like this one, and I like King of the Monsters more than this one. But this was one to tie it all up, basically. So
So I haven't seen those other two movies. Would you have to watch it?
You would
watch this one, or you should just because.
You probably should just to see how it ties in, but you wouldn't have to. Like you could watch this movie as a standalone and still be okay. But when you watch the other movies, it kind of there's hints in this one that kind of go back to those movies, like the companies and the stories and like in this movie, like if you see in the preview, there's like a little girl that Kong is attached to. But if you watch Skull Island, you understand why because of where she comes from and stuff too. So there's some different things that kind of tie into it. But overall, it was decent enough. I haven't watched the 4-hour remake of the Justice League yet. I just didn't have that much time on my hands. But again, it's like it's almost the same thing. There's added extra footage into it. But everybody's saying it makes it look different when Snyder did this piece or whatever.
That's what I've heard.
Was it Snyder? Yeah, Snyder did this one.
Maybe one
Snyderverse.
I probably want you to have to break down in like half hour, 45-minute segments and just watch them as like a mini series or something.
Yeah, and I know some people that have done that. Like they watched like an hour, then another hour, or they watched 2 hours, and they came back and watched the final 2 hours. 4 hours is a long time now.
That is a long time.
That people are doing.
Which is weird because I've definitely sat and watched 4 hours worth of just a series of something before. So
yeah.
I don't know what difference it really would make,
But I mean, I feel like if they got to break it down, this is what it kind of tells me, right? If they're going to watch it and they're breaking it off, I feel like already, if you look at it versus the Avengers, that the Avengers probably pretty much won in that was a 3-hour movie, but it didn't feel like the 3 hours when you watch the Avengers, like Endgame and all that. So I feel like this is going to be another DC one that people are kind of feeling a little better about, but still not up to the Marvel quality of movie as of yet. So only time will tell. So I'll have to check that out at some point. And let me see here. And shout out to EB. Thanks, my friend. He drops that $5 super chat. Always appreciative. Everyone should try Final Fantasy just as they should watch this show. I like your thinking. I like your thinking a lot, sir.
Smart man. He's a smart man.
Thank you, brother. Always appreciate it. And again, if you guys aren't following Eclectic Beard Gaming and Reactions, okay, it's only 7% ABV. It should not be messing with me yet. Make sure you definitely check out his channel. Great stuff. Great things that he's doing there with the reactions, everything along those lines, plus the gaming. So now, like, I got the gaming channel that I'm gaming on, but he's gaming on there as well. So you can watch both channels and hear different and see different perspectives as we're gaming and talking. So that's always awesome. Let me see here. Let's see where it looks off in the other comments. Jerry, my boy got an Oculus Quest 2 VR. It's pretty darn awesome. Yeah, I heard that was actually pretty crazy. Like being inside that thing and like you lose all sense of sometimes your reality at times. I don't know if you've seen Oculus, Todd, like the 3D VR you put on your head.
I haven't, but I've seen I've done some of those VR games instead of little shorts or whatever on them. Those things are just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy, but the wife wants one of those at some point too, and may do that. But yeah, that's next level there too. He said, "Cheers to Wayne." And drinking River Falls Red Ale from Thomas Creek here in Greenville. Good stuff. Nice. I always like a nice red ale. Don't see a lot of those either, so I would like more breweries to try to make more of those if possible too. When I say, good, Steve, hope you're doing well. Good, not drinking today. Wait for Sunday, LOL. Steve's planning it out, taking his time, putting it all together. Something to look forward to.
Gonna be Easter egg hunting and beer drinking.
Yeah.
There you go, Easter Beer Fest.
Easter Beer Fest, LOL. Kids find eggs, daddy's finding beers.
That reminds me, I've seen things where adults have where they'll hide beers instead of Easter eggs, and the adults go trying to find the beers instead of Easter eggs.
Yeah. Would you be like if you went on if it was an Easter egg hunt and it was for beers and you were part of it, like would it be like upset like you found certain beers, like you'd be upset like you're like, oh shit, who put Coors Light here? Something like you find one and be like
No, not really. That's beer. So why would you be mad if you're getting beer?
That's true. Just curious, like, or somebody said, oh, I got a 450 Norris. You'd be like, what?
You'd be like Charlie Brown. All I got was a rock. All I got was a Bud Light.
Could you trade Easter beers like you did Halloween candy back in the day?
Yeah, there you go. I got 2 of these slushies. Well, I got 1 of these Pantoli ribbons. Let me trade you.
Yeah. I'll give you the whole bag for those 2. Emerson's in the house. What is going on, my friends?
Emerson.
Cheers. Skip says, but Ghost is very smooth. I recommend hot summer. Yeah, hot summer day. Perfect weather for it. Drink it cold, fellas. You definitely drink that cold and take it down nice and easy. What's going on, the Rod Father? The Rod Does Flow need to send you a big Flow Rod Hillbilly sticker. I've actually got one over this shoulder in the bookcase. I have a few of the Flow Rider stickers. You can't see it in here because the camera's kind of zoomed in, but I do have that on the wall, and Flow always has some good stuff there. And what is happening to you? For you, Rod, I can't talk again. The Rod Father. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday night. I need to catch up with Flo at some point too. Flo has this great seasoning he does that he sent out before too. So another one that's I forgot what he calls it. It's kind of gunpowder, like a gunpowder seasoning. I use that all up when I had it before. I need to get some more from him at some point. We got Malt Muser in the house. What is going on, my friend? Cheers, cheers, cheers.
What's up,
you don't know Malt, make sure you check him out, especially if you're looking to step up the whiskey game. He always has some great stuff on his channel and great people on there and really spreading some really great knowledge about the whiskeys. Once they start shipping Wiedemann, Fall City, and Little Kings back here in Tennessee. Well, Wiedemann, maybe at some point. I mean, they are growing nicely here again. I don't know, Fall City, if they're more kind of just still in the Louisville. I don't know if they get down to Tennessee or to the border.
Where you at, Chester in Tennessee?
And the Little Kings back Tennessee. And Moorline, I would like to see them get that out there as well. Because I'm trying to think if you get Christian Moorline in Tennessee, then Little Kings will be under them.
Yeah, I don't know about Fall City. I don't know where he's at in Tennessee. Chester, if you're close.
Oh, I know where he's at. He's actually over in the Chattanooga area, I believe.
Okay, I was say if he was in the Knoxville area, I can get you some Fall City sometime when we go down there to visit her family. But that's not close to Chattanooga, though.
No, it's the other side of the state there.
Yeah, the opposite side.
Wayne said, we just had a small brewery tap room open up less than 3 miles from our front door. Can't wait to go. Very nice.
Uh-oh. It's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah. Honestly, they put the latest, second latest Braxton. The Barrel House is 10 minutes from my house. But with the whole COVID thing last year, it kind of shut it down, which for me they didn't shut down, but it was just like you weren't really going out as much, which for me was probably helpful because they had different stuff they're doing at the Barrel House, and I'd be over there picking up stuff all the time, which I could still pick up, I guess. But just,
just thinking as the calendar turned to a new month, we're that much closer to Highwire getting here.
Yeah, that's true. You're a little bit closer.
The tap room anyway, the brewery anyway. Not we get the beers now, but
yeah. C says, right, you love people must say Night Rod, you the man, dude. Todd, all the best to you, 99. Have a great stream, guys. Well, thank you, brother, and have a great night, my friend. Appreciate you spending some time here.
Yep. Have a good one, Steve.
Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up. Always appreciative for the thumbs up. Hey, you know who really likes the thumbs up? The algorithm. So yeah, smashing that thumbs up does definitely help along those lines as well. Let's see here. Skip says, do you ever watch Willie T's Bar live stream on YouTube? It's a bar in Key West that live streams live band. I have not seen that one. I'll have to check out Willie T.
That'd be pretty good.
That's one place I wish I would have visited when I had chances to go to Florida. Because I went all the way down to Miami, never went down to Key West. I could have stayed down there extra days and done something like that. And well, my old job would have been great because they picked up a lot of the expenses.
Mom is actually down in Florida right now.
Is she really? What part?
I knew he was going to ask that, and I have no idea. I forget.
He tried to ask you, and you're like, I don't know. You're like, how do you not know where your mom is?
She sent me, I've got her flight information. Well, let me see. It probably says on there. I'm not sure where. It'll just say where they're flying into, but so she goes down with some of her friends. Well, goes back to my childhood. They used to live around the corner from us when I was growing up. So Mom and Dad were friends with them for a long time. And she's still friends with them and hangs out with them all the time. So they got another friends that they used to hang around with when, back in the day too. So still friends with them. They have actually like a condo in Florida that they go to in the summer or whatever. And they also have a house back here. So they go down there and visit them. I think they've been doing it the last couple of years. I go down for like a week and stay with them or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I feel like it's in the St. Pete area, but I'm not really sure 100%.
It might be like Clearwater or
Let's see where the she might be watching. It says she might watch, but I don't know if you're on there. Mom, tell me where you're at because I'm not really even sure.
I was thinking Clearwater or Sarasota, maybe around that area. Tampa.
Let's see. Departed today, or not today, but Tuesday, and then arrived. I'm not sure. Oh, Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Okay, yeah, that's on the western side, I believe, too.
Yeah, so they're Fort Myers, or at least that was the airport. But I think they're close to Fort Myers.
Yeah.
So
yeah, nice. Well, hopefully, Peggy, if you are watching, you're having a great time down there. And if you are watching, why are you watching? You're a phone. You should be doing something else fun right now. I mean, I love that you'd be watching if you are, but if you should be out there doing something.
I was messaging with her earlier. I said, "You can watch the show tonight?" Just wondering. She's like, "I don't know. I might tune in for a minute." I was thinking, I was like, "Wow, why are you watching us? You're in Florida."
Yeah. He said, "Sorry, man, I'm not off now. Off to sleep." Steve never leaves out. The first time he said he's leaving, he never leaves.
Yeah, so it's usually like the third or fourth time. Usually.
Yeah. Oh, Wayne said, "Nice, Steve," as well. What is going on, Matt? Cheers, and I think first time here, so welcome. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. It's Justice League is broken up into parts. So okay, so actually, I guess it gives you points where you can go ahead and stop there if you want. Which, if they got to put it into parts, is that like telling you something? The director's like, "Oh, they give them a break right here. It might be too long for them." Like, if they're going to break it up like that. Got questions about that. Remember the old movies way back in the day? Not way back in the day, because not like way back in the 40s or 30s, but I remember movies having like intermissional stuff.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, when Scarface first came out, I think it was 3.5 hours. And that was when I had an intermission in the middle.
I remember going to the drive-in as kids, and they would, not in between movies, but in the middle of the movie, be like, "Okay, this is bathroom and concession break," or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they play the little cartoons. It might be like a 5 or 10 minute break, and then you come back and like, why are you doing that? Well, now you think about it, you're like, why are you doing that? Now you're gonna have a break in between movies anyway. So
Steve said, "Good night, Wayne. Take care." Skip says, "Where's the women tonight?" She was cool. Well, that's Shannon, so I think she's already put in her PJs, ain't she?
Yeah. She's actually off tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, but we got plans tomorrow, so she didn't want to stay up and drink too much and then be
do it tomorrow.
Bedridden tomorrow. So
oh, speaking of tomorrow will be a week after my first shot for the vaccination. So
there you go.
Yeah.
No third eyes growing or anything, so you're good.
No, the next day after I got it, arm was a little sore, but pretty much solid. And then the next one, they actually extended it. They said the second one now at Walgreens is like between 2 to 4 weeks. So the second one I have is like April 20th or something, but I'm going to see if I can get it before then.
Nice. I think I get my second one the 12th or the 14th. So not next week, but the week after.
Wayne says free beer is good beer. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that.
It's always the best. Not about the best, but it's always a good thing.
Unless somebody gives me a summer shandy, fuck that.
or if you're like Joe and they give you an Oberon instead.
Yeah, give Joe an Oberon, see if he drinks it. Yeah. Drinking on the Counterpart Flood Hazy IPA. Nice. Oh, thank you, Erie. Erie dropping in with the $9.99.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Alan, go sit down. Let me send the super chats. Well, thank you, Miss Erie. Appreciate you always. Never require, but always appreciate.
Erie, why $9.99? Why not just 10? Right? Just round it up.
$9.99.
Make it a full.
Thank you. So nice. I hit it twice. Actually, that was an accident on the second one. But it's all good. Have you had any Canadian beers, Rod Skip? Yes, I've had many Canadian beers. Well, over the years for sure, but on the channel here, I have some Canadian beers I've done. I've done stuff from what's the one brewery with the got the crazy artwork on the can. I can't think of it offhand. It's almost like the Mid Shower Sparks artwork that I did from Hot Butcher, but it's a Canadian brewery. I'd have to look at it on my phone. I don't have my phone in front of me. But I did like the Molson. I did the Molson Triple X a while back. I've done one of the ones was a barley wine I've done as well. So I've had a few different Canadian beers. Definitely put them up on the channel as well. And I'll do more as I come to. I've actually got some beers from Japan I haven't done yet. And then I've got some other beers from overseas as well. I've done some beers from Lithuania. Those are interesting beers. Like a 15% Imperial Lager. Like, what? Who does this? Why would you make an Imperial Lager? What sense does it make? So, like, let me check it out. Let me see how it goes down. And you know what? It tastes like a 40.
And there you have it.
But it's 15%. So I don't know if I put that video up yet. If I did, I'll have to check. But I've got some Lithuanian videos.
So very sweet then.
Mm-hmm. Maybe think of Dave Chappelle to get you drunk.
Get you where you want to go.
Yeah. Michael's in the house. Western Beer Reviews. Cheers. What is going on, Michael? Y'all know Western Beer Reviews. Check him out. Michael's got his stuff happening now on the channel out there in California. So yeah, give him a shout. What did you just pour, Todd?
So this one is a collaboration with Burial Beer Company, which I think Nashville, and Fair State Brewing Cooperative, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So this one is called Sastrugi, Sastrugi, I guess is how you pronounce it. It's a cool fermented hazy IPA with Strata, Mosaic, Cryo, and Columbus Cryo hops. Comes in at 7%. So here's the can. Kind of a cool can, but I'm not really sure if you can anybody can make out what the hell it is, because I really don't know. There's the can art for it.
What is it?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's supposed to be anything, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
I mean, it doesn't really look like it's anything.
I mean, it's like if you were flying over like a mountain.
Yeah, it's kind of. It's kind of less. But now that I see it in the camera, it almost kind of looks like a face. Like those are the eyes, and maybe that's like the big beard blowing in the wind. Hell, I don't know.
Now we're just getting drunk.
That's the 7%. So yeah, maybe. No, I don't know.
Interesting.
Solid. Now I always heard. I've never had anything from Burial from Nashville, but I always heard they were really good. So I saw this collab. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this. Pick it up.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Burial as well. So,
and I don't know much of anything about Fair State Brewing out of Minnesota, but
yeah,
smelled great out of the can though. Since I poured it in a glass, it's kind of one of those IPAs that just kind of hit you in the face.
Smack. That's like Dave Chappelle too, with the 5 fingers say to the face. Slap.
It smells good though. It does smell good. It smells like a nice freshly squeezed juice of some sort.
You can't slap me. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Charlie Murphy. Cheers, guys. Drinking a Hard Facts American Pilsner from Tombstone and brewing in AS. I'm trying to think. Hey, is that? I thought Tombstone was Arizona, but AS. But since you cracked open a beer, I'm going to crack open a beer. You got another freaking cookie there? Is that what you're doing?
No. It's the same one. Just trying to get it out of the way. Actually, I was just trying to set up so I could take a picture of it.
Oh, you like Joe D. Gotta get a picture. Good old Joe D. Y'all know Joe D. Y'all need to know Joe D. So make sure you check him out. One of the OGs here in the beer stuff for sure.
Which I hardly ever do, but I thought I'd take a picture of it since I had a candy bar and a beer. So,
well, this next beer I'm going to actually crack open. You might want to prepare yourself there, Todd.
Uh-oh.
This comes from our local brewery, Braxton Brewing, and it's done in collaboration with Graders. First time they come together with something like this. Oh, the caramel macchiato milk stout.
Oh,
Yeah, caramel macchiato milk stout. This one comes in 7.5% ABV, moving up a little bit, 20 IBU, and was one that I saw someone post a picture of, and just like Tribe Called Quest, and I left my wallet in El Segundo. I got to have it. I got to have it. So, or got to get it, whatever he said. But anyway, wake up with this delightfully indulgent coffee lover's dream, a caramel macchiato milk stout brewed to create a perfect blend of roasted coffee notes and sweet, luxurious caramel drizzle flavor.
nice.
Yeah, so
That sounds
this bad boy open.
That sounds tasty. Did you get it? Which side of the river did you get it on? Kentucky or Ohio?
Oh, Kentucky. I got this over at Depths.
Oh, good. So I might be able to find it
Oh, yeah.
here then.
I didn't hold
I should be able to find it here then because I have gotten some of the grater stuff here before.
Yeah.
So.
And for those of you that don't know Graders watching, in Cincinnati, Graders is like, for a lot of people here, the best ice cream place ever. Like, and they do good ice cream for sure, but people will travel from all over to get their ice cream. Like, people remember coming to Cincinnati when they come back to visit. They want to go to Graders. That's how good they see the ice cream. And here's the beer here. More of a tannish type head on this one. Of course, the dark body. You hold a light behind it. It's still pretty much jet black. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
That aroma.
Thought maybe you done snorted some or something.
I gotta give a Ric Flair woo on that one, baby. Woo! Oh man, that's some good stuff. Caramel coming right out, like the caramel drizzle you would get at a Starbucks. Oh, that sweetness is there. It's like you're drinking a morning coffee. That chocolate's behind it. A little bit of a syrupy type feel in the nose. Oh shit, it's gonna get crazy, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Now I've got to look. I'll have to go out to work Monday and be like, go down the street and see if they have it.
You get a coffee bitterness up front, but then you get that caramel flavor and behind it. You definitely get that feel, kind of like the macchiato. Like I said, it's kind of like a Starbucks type drink or like a syrupy type drink you would get like the frappe or whatever, like at McDonald's or something like that, or Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, man. This is good stuff. It's got a little bit of a stickiness in there as well. Again, I would like it to be a little bit thicker than it actually is. You do get a feel of the carbonation, but not overly carbonated, a little subdued. Nice medium body on it. Get a little bit more in the glass. So before I do, here you can see some of the lacing taking place as well. So it laces nicely. This, my friends, it's good stuff.
They can't go wrong with Braxton much, period, really.
No, Braxton is doing their thing, and I am glad they are because they are just solid all over.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look for that one for sure. Now,
I can have this. I can have this with a brunch. If I was having like some eggs and some bacon and some pancakes with the syrup on the pan, this would be perfect to go along. Like I was doing like as a brunch type thing. I mean, I'm more it's like breakfast, but I usually eat breakfast around 10:30 anyway or 11 when I'm like on the weekend. So this would be nice to have as a sidekick with that.
So that's the new one since the key lime pie one or whatever. Then
yeah, that's the newest one. Yeah.
So they do those once a quarter. Is that what it is?
I think they do maybe twice a year, I believe. I'm not
all?
sure, or
Okay.
once every 4 months. Because I think they have one in the winter too.
Oh, okay.
We
actually have a Grader's ice cream just down the road from us.
Oh wow, over in Indiana?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, this was can 220. So,
which is weird because I don't think we can get any of those over here. We'll have to go to Louisville, I think, to get them.
I don't know. I don't know if they did distribution into Indiana with Braxton.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Yeah. Oh, that would be if I had some like the bacon that we have. They have this thing called candied bacon. I don't know if you ever had that down there. Like Bob Evans used to have it, and a few other places do it. Like Southern restaurants is like bacon with like covered like in molasses or something.
Yeah, like syrup or something.
Yeah, that would be a great snack to have with that beer.
Brown sugar or something.
Yeah,
it's just hardened goodness candy. Is what
Some say brown sugar. I say goodness. That's what I say.
It's nothing but good. Yeah, I've had versions of candied bacon and
so sprinkle.
I've died and gone to heaven.
Sprinkle some more of that goodness on there. Oh, let me see here. I got Dale's there. And if you guys don't have Dale's, check him out as well. Wayne said, "What's up, Western Beer?" Western, a shit-ass week at Wayne's Beer Delivery. How about you? Rod, his guests are bringing the fun back. Well, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. We try to have fun every Thursday night as people head into the weekend, so that hopefully put a smile on your face, so that if you do have to go in tomorrow, it just feels that much better of a day for you.
Brighten the day ahead of time. That's what we try to do.
No doubt. Well, let's see. It's been challenging, Western. Time for beer and fun, no doubt. So I said, Todd, I'm in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. If you're familiar with that, why do I think Chattanooga?
That's not
20 minutes from Knoxville.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's close because we go down to. So he probably knows. Actually, Shannon's aunt and uncle live in Clinton, which is probably 20 minutes from Knoxville, north of Knoxville, which is I think Oak Ridge, because Clinton. When I'm down there and I look up places to go to get beer or whatever, try to find different places. It always tells me to go to Oak Ridge. So I think it's got to be the next town over, I think.
Well, he said
if you're still there, Oak Ridge is like next to Clinton, I believe, right? So they live like right down the street from the dam. Talking to Chester, because I'm sure he probably knows the dam there in Clinton.
Well, somebody else must have told me Chattanooga. I remember somebody told us. I thought it was Chester, so my bad there. But says he has a cousin in Louisville, so he'll be visiting later in the year and haul back some stuff.
There you go.
There. Well, when he comes up, Highwire might be open at that point. So
true.
Who knows? Depending on how the vaccination stuff goes, maybe you guys can connect there as well at one of the places, or over at like Galleon Fox or Against the Grain, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, any place. Yeah, all kinds. A lot of good stuff going on right now, for sure.
Yeah. No doubt. And LOL. Try to do 10. It was going on by 99. Yeah, they have it preset on stuff. That's a psychological type thing. Like when I was in advertising back in college, like we learned about all that kind of stuff, how you price things like at 99 or at 95. It's like if you price things on a menu and a tax makes the bill like say at something like a 50 or something like that and everything, like nobody really tips at least 50 cents or at least cents and change, so they usually round up to the nearest dollar. That helps like people in the service industry and stuff. There's like all kinds of things. Numbers.
I was just giving her shit. I was just messing with her.
Flying Monkey, that's it, Skip. It was Flying Monkey. I've done some reviews on that one. Can't remember the one that I did, but they were all talking about it. I finally did one. That was probably just over a year or so ago. But I can't think of the one I did with the barley wine offhand, but it was actually a tasty barley wine. I know it was out of Ontario, the brewery I did it on. There's only 1 million with crazy art, LOL. Collective Arts. I've had Collective Arts as well. Another great brewery. I've done their stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Collective Arts. You reviewed the Collective Arts of all Canadian beers. Collective Arts, I like their stuff. We got Untitled Arts here who does some pretty good beers too. Untitled should get together with Collective and collab.
Yeah, there you go.
Collective Arts makes good brews, but there is way better here. Hey, Chipmunks is in the house. Cheers. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Thursday. You don't know White Chipmunks, make sure to check her out. She always has good stuff on her channel. Animal lovers, shares the different things taking place, and first time I've ever seen White Chipmunks was on her channel, so didn't even know they existed.
Now, is Collective Arts the one that was doing the IPA number 9, number 10, or whatever?
Yeah, and all I kept hearing from the Canadian guys, IPA number 5, IPA number 5, number 5, number 5. like, is this the thing? Like, they all say number 5 was still the best one they had done. But
Yeah.
it's funny, like when they were coming out with it, because like I couldn't get number 5, and everybody I was watching and talking to was drinking number 5 from all the guys. So it became.
I remember on the 10th, and all those guys were doing that one night, and it was just like number 5 was like,
yeah, they started saying it
off of everything ever. Like in history of beer, that was the best beer ever made, or something.
They would just say it at times because they knew I couldn't get it. They would just say number 5 just because they knew they would get it. Like, don't you say it.
Now, do you?
Oh, it was Arizona. Okay. I wanted to make sure, Dale.
I think we actually get collective arts here now, some of it.
Oh, do you?
I don't know if it's Indiana or
we get Ohio, and I'm not sure the Kentucky side because Jungle Gym's where I usually see it at. But we may get it like Party Store or something. I'd have to go see it to make sure.
I always get confused sometimes of what I can get on which side of the river.
Yeah. Yeah, because of our distribution laws and how crazy they are between states.
Oh, silly.
Skip says collective arts is just okay. I thought they were decent on stuff I've had. But again, it's a matter of what maybe you get to. Like, there's some breweries that might have, say, like 9 beers on tap, and only one of them really knocks your sock off, right? So I thought I'd drop in. I thought I'd pop in before bed. Well, always appreciate you doing so. And like I said, hopefully you're having a great Thursday night. Flying Monkey, it has the best IPAs I've ever tried. The Flying Monkey one I had, they were good. There was another one I was going to get that I haven't gotten yet that we have here from them. It's like the Mexican something stout, I believe, and I may pick that up next week or so just to finally do it. But we have some great IPAs here in the States, so it's always hard to compare sometimes, right? Like, Chipmunk says, nice to meet you as well, Todd.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
There are many more.
She's been on here a few times.
Yeah, she's been on a few times. We actually met on one of the streams there with Alan. So yeah, she's good people. Good people.
Yeah.
Everybody here is good people though. So, Dale. So thank you, brother. Super sticker. Appreciate you, my friend. Dale dropping in with the $4.99 bomb as well. Thank you, my friend. Always appreciative. And never required, but always nice when somebody does. And that goes right to the beer fund. So always nice there. And for those of you that may not know as well, if you ever want to look at doing the membership, you can do the membership here. I'm going to be adding some more things into the membership tiers at some point. I'm still trying to figure out what to really get put into it for some of the different things. But that is out there as well. Chipmunk says, hey, everyone else. Chipmunk says, I am Canadian. Yes, she is Canadian as well. Q-Tip in the house. Yeah, I messed up the line, though. It was basically, I got to get it. I got to get it, but I said it wrong there. So, but yeah, Tribe Called Quest. Loved that video as a kid. Left my wallet in El Segundo. It had my Jimmy hats. Crazy hosers, yeah. I'm going to drink 12 beers tonight since I'm off for 4 days now. Very nice. Hey, I'm off the next Thursday as well. So cheers to you, Skip. Let's drink some beers.
Let's do it.
I can't drink that many. Yeah, tomorrow. So I got to drive to the Gorge tomorrow.
What time are you leaving?
Probably around sometime in the early afternoon, 12 or 1 or something like that.
Shoot, you got plenty of time to drink some beers and sleep it off.
Well, it's only a 2-hour drive, so
yeah.
But it's funny. The wife had ordered some food from Fridays earlier for delivery, and we got like some wing stuff down there. So after I do the stream, I'm going to probably munch a little bit, probably play some Call of Duty for a while too, and then let that soak up some of the alcohol, so I'm in good shape when I get up in the morning.
There you go.
I get up in the morning and I got to drive. It's just like I already loaded up the car with gas, but it's just like pull over. Either I'm getting a couple monsters or a couple or coffee, depending on how the coffee is at a place. You can't trust everybody's coffee, so it's got to be the right coffee that you want to pick up.
True.
And if the coffee doesn't fit, then I go ahead and get like a couple monsters and we're off. But 2 hours will be nothing compared to like when we go to like Gatlinburg or something like that. And I'm hoping for the fall to go to Asheville, and I think that's like 6 hours. So
let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I do have to go back to Jersey at some point. So if I don't get to Asheville by the end of this year, it'll be next year for sure. I'm definitely going to get to Asheville. That's for damn sure.
We should do a trip on it, Shannon, and go with you and Janice. We should do that for a few days and go to Asheville.
Yeah.
Then they could, if they wanted, they could go do what they wanted. I mean, you can just go brewery hopping.
She already knows. I go to Asheville. You know where to find. It's like Shaun of the Dead. It's all about getting to the pub. Get to the pub.
Drop us off when you're coming back. Okay, plenty of time. We'll see it dark.
And get Asheville like, turn up for what?
Send them off to the Biltmore house and we'll just go drink beer.
Yeah. Nice seeing you as well, Chipmunks. Skip says, how cold are you drinking these beers, Rod? Actually, I've taken these beers out we started the show at 8:45. I took them out at about 8:30. So you let them warm a little bit so they get a little bit of that feel on it. That patriarchy that I actually did, the first one, that one wasn't too bad. It was still a nice cold chill to it. I have a cooler downstairs where I know what the temperature is on it. So I knew when I could drink that out to get the nice feel. This one, a little bit warmer. And then the third one I have is a Dragon's Milk Reserve, which will be a little bit warmer. And with these type of beers, that opens up the flavors, opens up the stouts, and open up the flavors, open up the aromas. And maybe I'm getting a little bit of buzz because I'm talking like saying stuff that's not matching up. But anyway, I let it warm up because you have to know what kind of beer you're drinking, right? So if you're drinking a stout, usually a stout you want to drink somewhere, I would say at least 45 to 50, maybe 50 to 55, depending on what kind of stout it may be. If it's like an IPA, usually on those I like 45 to 50 as well. So you're getting all the flavors and all the aromas out of it. You know, if it's a barley wine, I'll drink like 55 or so around there and let it sit out for a bit. So all depends on what you're looking for in the beer. If it's something like a lager, you're definitely gonna drink those a little more cooler, a little more colder in that regard.
Yeah. So the porter I drank first to go along with that. I had it sitting out for about a half hour before.
Yeah.
About 8:15, I guess it was. And the IPA I'm drinking now, it was only out of the fridge for about 15 minutes, so still cold. But now to go along with that too, though, I think it also depends on the person. Because like when Shannon drinks some of them, like some of the stouts, I'll let her try, and she's like, "Oh, that's too warm." I'm like, she understands it's what you're supposed to drink them.
Yeah.
A little bit on the warmer side, not warm, cool or whatever. But she likes them cold. She's like, I just like them cold. So I think it also depends on the person.
Yeah, it does. It depends on that person's palate and everything. I mean, you look at, like we talk about drinking beers a little bit like warmer and stuff like that. It's basically like a cellar type feel. Like if you're, from what I've been told over in Europe and a lot of different places and people I know over there, it's kind of like you have this cellar type feel. So you go in your cellar, a lot of your beers might be around 50, 55, 60, depending on how it's set. You're used to pulling one out. Like I go in my basement and pull one out and still be okay drinking any of the beers that are down there. But some of them I would want a little bit cooler to drink to actually enjoy them a little bit more than some of the other ones. So it all depends on the style. I think on my community tab one time I pasted like something of a temperature gauge where you can see what you should drink for certain temperatures, what are recommended, so to speak. But in the end, it's what you like to feel when you actually drink that beer. Like, as much as craft beer, if you drink it in a frosted mug, how it mutes the flavors and it mutes the aromas. Some people will still drink it in a frosted mug. I mean, that's what they're used to. But it's a different experience when that mug isn't frosted.
I also like to, especially in the stouts more than probably any other ones. Sometimes I don't do it all the time, but I do sometimes like to drink them like straight out of the fridge, kind of sip on it and see what its flavor is, and then let it kind of mellow and warm up, and then see how it changes. Just kind of see how it changes.
Yeah.
Just because the weirdness, geekiness of me likes to kind of see how the science kind of breaks down and see how it changes over time. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's always a good thing. It's almost like if you also get a beer that you actually cellar, it's nice if you get one that you cellar versus what a new one is, and you can put them side by side, see what the difference is when it matures over time. So there's all kinds of ways you can bring science into your beer tasting world.
Yeah. Well, and you especially get different flavor profiles. As it's colder, you might get vanilla or something. As it warms up, then maybe the cinnamon or chocolate kicks in, or whatever the adjuncts are.
Well,
It definitely does change as it warms up, for sure.
Well, you think about Sagatock and their Neapolitan milk stout, right? So you've
I
had
was
that
going to
one,
say
and
one.
you have the different flavors. But if you drink that ice cold, you're going to miss some of that flavor coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's a perfect beer to mention, too, for that. Because you'll get all three flavors in that one if you drink it
Yeah,
as it
which I
warms up.
recommend. Anybody that's a fan of the old Neapolitan or vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate flavors, you want to try the Sagatock Brewing the Neapolitan stout. You would get all the flavors out of that beer. It is a crazy dessert beer.
I was actually going to drink one of those tonight because I had the little special pack that they were selling where you get the glass and then the mix pack or whatever it was, the 3 different beers.
Yeah.
So I had the regular one. What was the other one? Was a white?
One's a white stout, one's a base, and the other's an imperial.
Yeah.
So you get all 3 of them with the glass. Actually, you get 2 of the white ones, I think.
Yeah. So I've got 2 of the white ones I haven't tried yet. I was actually going to drink one, which I'm still might anyway.
Yeah.
Here before we're done, I might grab one.
Yeah, that was a nice little pack they actually did there.
Yeah, and I bought mine. I think it was like $13.99. They had it on sale. Normally it was like $20-something.
Yeah. Gilbert said best thing Q Ding was finding Jay. Yeah, Jay Dingle was a great find for sure. But I mean, Q-Tip and Fife. I mean, it's just not the same when I have a Fife there now. Yes, Todd graduated from Clinton High School. Know lots of folks over there. You might be talking about Norris Dam.
I am talking about Norris Dam, actually.
There you go.
Chester, have you been to the brewery there at the very entrance of Norris Dam? Well, I say the very entrance, but you got to drive back probably a mile or so. I can't think of the name of the brewery now offhand. But it's a cool little place, though. It's a nice little place, which I'm sure he has been there probably.
Small world.
Norris Dam is a cool place. We usually always go check it out when we get down there.
EB said Clinton Arts has all kinds of beer. Most definitely, yeah. Like a lot of good breweries. So there's different things. Some may not be ones you fancy, but other ones may definitely stick out.
Clinch River Brewing, I think is the name of it.
A lot of the local breweries around Toronto are outstanding. Clinton Arts gets overlooked even here. Well, yeah. I mean, we have a lot of breweries here to get overlooked too. So it's kind of like, when Todd came up a couple years ago with him, Eric, and Joe, we went to Braxton. Well, you guys knew Braxton, but you guys didn't know Street Side. Like we went to Street Side. That was like something that can get overlooked. And they're one of a great brewery. I think they get overlooked a lot. Now they're getting more recognized, but it was just like the beers are off the hook. I knew
at Street Side before we went, but I didn't know. I had never had any of the beers at Street Side. Yeah. I'm not sure if I was more impressed with the beer or the food truck that they had there.
Well, the food truck was at least last time we went, it was permanent there. But the food truck was off the hook too. I mean,
I think it's so good.
But
their beers were great too.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of different breweries that you talk about. People ask about top breweries in Cincinnati. It's like people see Rhine Guys because they're over the place now. People see Mad Tree. Braxton's getting up there, but there's like little spots like you don't see like the Taps. You don't see like one of the other ones I haven't been to yet, but it's getting a lot of buzz is Ash Brewing. That's another one here in Blue Ash. You don't see some of these other breweries that are just also doing stuff. Listerman's not really a huge brewery, but it's got the name and people know about it. People didn't know that. Like it's like one of those places like if you went to visit somewhere, you'd have to ask a local, and the local will say, "Oh, you want to go to this brewery?" You know what I mean? Yeah.
You gotta go to. You gotta go to listen.
Yeah.
That's a little bitty hole in the wall, but man, their beers are.
Yeah.
Man, their beers are so good. And they come a long ways too, because I started drinking Listerman when they first kind of come around, and I was like, yeah, they're okay. They're Cincinnatus and their nutcase or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, they're okay. But now in the last couple of years, it reminds me a lot of. I even said it before. It reminds me a lot of like 450.
Yeah.
450 North. Like they just kind of found their niche, and now it's just like boom, they're gone.
Yeah, a few years ago, it was like Listerman was like kind of known as a home brewery that brewed beers. Like it was like home brewery shop that you could also like they had a brewery there. Now it's like a brewery that has a home brew shop. You know what I mean? So they've kind of grown out of that point. Jess said, just got home cracking open this shine on. Nice. Let us know how definitely that one is. I tell you what, this one is pretty good. Pretty damn
Man,
good.
I'm gonna have to go. We'll actually be driving through Kentucky tomorrow, so I might actually have to make a pit stop on the way home and see.
Yeah. Yeah, the way I figure it, I'm going to try to stop probably outside Lexington because then I'll get like food to take to the cabin and stuff like that. I guess we'll decide if I want to grill charcoal or not down there because it's charcoal grills that we have at the cabin. So I have to make up my mind if I want to do that or not, or just cook everything inside. But I figure I'm going to get the beer and stuff when I'm on the way down because I could take beer I got here, but I like to find beer that's out there from I find beer I have before. So I'm expecting I might get some West 6 or something like that down there, but we'll see.
You could do both. I mean, you can take the beers that you might need to drink and then get some new ones to replace it.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
You got in there.
He's smart. He's smart. No, last time I took some.
You're old and bring in the new. That's what.
Yeah. Last time I took some whiskey down with me, so I had whiskey down there as well. So I have to decide what I'm going to do. But yeah, I got time in the morning.
6th here in Louisville now. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, I didn't know that. So he came across the river there, across the state line.
Yeah, so it's called West 6th, and the kind of the part of town they're in is called New Lou, which they call it like New Louisville, I guess. It's kind of like an old part, but they've kind of upped it up in the last 5 or 6 years. So it's called New Lou. So this is West 6th New Lou. They're actually, I think, brewing here too. So that's kind of cool. Haven't been there yet, but
yeah.
I know. I don't know if you're familiar with like their snake cake series or whatever they do.
Yeah, Snake Eyes.
Yeah, well, they have Snake Eyes, but they also do like a, which I think that's a porter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But they do a snake cake series, which is stouts, and they're all kinds of different. So I think this past Thursday let's see. Yeah, last weekend maybe it was. They had 3 new ones that you could pick up in Lexington or in Louisville. And one of them was a peanut butter snake cake.
Oh, shit.
So it was 3 bombers. It was 3 bombers for $60. And I was like, I need to go get them. And I never did. It was like a German chocolate stout and a peanut butter stout, and then just the regular snake cake or whatever. Yeah. I was like, oh, God, I should go get them, but
yeah,
I got lazy, never did.
That's funny. When we went to Lake Cumberland last year, I actually got in a cooler because I figured we stopped at Kroger and I got like meat and all that kind of stuff, put on ice because we got it like, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes out before we hit the cabin, just in case there was like, no stores that we saw yet. And so I was like, do we need to take the cooler at this time? She was like, the way you buy beer, you probably do. I was like, I don't know if that was a smart or an intelligent answer.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. So, yes, I took it out just in case. But, yeah, that's always fun on the trips, finding new beer and stuff. And I'm going to be chilling with some beer in the hot tub, relaxing at some point. It may take a few
in the hot tub.
Go get in the hot tub, as Eddie Murphy once said. But
I'm going to grab another beer so I can sit out for a minute, so I'll be right back.
All right. So Todd is going to grab another one there. I would enjoy this one here. Chad says, Shine On is an Imperial New England IPA, 8.4% ABV. Who actually brews Shine On, Chad, by the way? I've actually got a review coming up, which is not Shine On, but it's actually a beer I did from Shiner, and it's their, I think it's their Candy Pecan, or Pecan, depends where you're from and how you say it, I guess, but I'm going to be sharing that review here at some point, too. But this caramel macchiato, woo.
Yeah, I've got to get that one.
It's sweet, and I mean sweet. Oh, next week, by the way, I don't know how many people know, but next Wednesday, since our next show wouldn't be the next Thursday, but next Wednesday, maybe we'll do a special show. If you're around, we want to do something next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, April 7th, is National Beer Day.
I mean, you almost have to, right?
You almost have to, right? It seems like that would be a day you'd have to do a show because it's National Beer Day. So
I'll be around.
Okay, so maybe next week, next Wednesday and Thursday, we'll try to get something put together as well.
Let me check my schedule. Yeah, I'm good.
In fact, maybe what I'll do next Wednesday for National Beer Day, if people want to actually come on and join the chat and talk about beer, I'll open it up for people that may want to come on for next Wednesday. So
There you go.
that'd be something fun to do. And you know what? Next Wednesday, I'm still off work. So, well, you got to work till like 5 something. But we'll do it like at nighttime. So we'll get together and find out what time works best for you. But
Anytime after 6, probably, really. Just to be safe.
Yeah. So we can probably take 6, maybe 7 something. In case some of the guys want to stop in from the UK.
Yeah, yes.
Then we can get them on.
7 o'clock or after for sure would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So next Wednesday the 7th, I'll make a note to set that up. But National Beer Day. So that sounds like it'd be a fun time. This past week, in a short beer news type segment, right? So the Brewers Association came out with their top 50 craft brewing companies. I have to pull this up here so we can all see it, actually. Give me 1 second. I'll share the tab. Almost broken into a beatbox for some reason. I don't know why. I was about to go that route.
I like the start of it.
Started dropping some bass.
I can see in the head bob there a little bit. You're ready to break it down.
Back in the day, we 7th grade, 8th grade buddies. They'd be like, "Give me a beat," and I'd beatbox, and they rap and stuff like that. I was never much of the rapper, more the beatboxer. I guess that's why I was more the DJ later on. But yeah. But we had the top 50 craft brewing companies that came out from the Brewers Association this past week. And it's always kind of interesting. So, like, the number one, what they consider craft brewing company, and that meets the conditions to be a craft brewery. Yingling was number one there, which was, I don't know, kind of surprising because I was kind of thinking Boston Beer would be number one, but they're actually number 2 on the list. And when people talk about some people think they're kind of a macro, but they're not because they still meet the conditions of being a craft brewery.
Are they talking like dollars or?
This was per volume, I believe. Sales volume. Yeah. So they had the highest sales, and then Boston Beer was number 2. And then third, you had Sierra Nevada, which was nice because Sierra Nevada always has some good stuff. New Belgium was there at number 4, although technically New Belgium is now under someone else as well. And then they had Duvel, which I thought Duvel was actually considered macro now, but they still have them listed as a craft brewery. So that is an interesting situation there. Chad also said Greater Good is an imperial brewery. Okay, cool. And then you had Gambrinus. I'm not familiar with them. San Antonio, Berkeley, Portland. We don't have any. I don't know if we have anybody from those areas. I would say usually like Beer Man pops in. He's from out of Oregon. He might know them, or Drunken Ones down there in Texas. He might know them. But Bell's was number 7, so making some moves. Canarchy was number 8, which I've heard a lot of good things about Canarchy. Have not had their beers yet, so they are definitely on my list to check out. Stone Brewing was number 9, and then you had Deschutes at number 10. So that's kind of your top 10 that you had there. Then you had some of the other names in there, Artisanal and Dogfish Head and New Glarus. Minhas was number 15. So that was one that stood out to me just because I have not had a beer from Minhas that I really ever enjoyed. And if you ask our buddy Dan up in Canada as well, up in Alberta, Western Canadian reviewer, if you mentioned Minhas to him, he would go into a 15-minute rant about how bad they are. So.
Oh, wow. New Glarus kind of surprises me that high because they don't go outside of Wisconsin.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Wisconsinians drink a lot of beer. They're like the number one. You look at the top 10 cities that consume beer, and Wisconsin has like 3 or 4 on the list in the top 10.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense then.
They drink a lot. The Matt Brewing, I don't know much about Matt Brewing outside of their Mississippi Mud Black and Tan, but I've heard other things they actually do. So they're up there for having a good amount of sales. Harpoon, I think Harpoon got a little bit of a push since they teamed up with Dunkin' Donuts on some of their stuff. Alaskan Brewing and Great Lakes, who we know in Cleveland, they make some great beers, and Alaska makes great beers too. So pretty neat seeing who's up there doing what. 21st Amendment's on the list as well. They make some good beers. You see the different names. Rogue Ale's down at 36. That surprised me because I figured they were up a little higher because everybody knows Rogue, right? But they're down at 36 there.
I actually go back up just a little bit. Was one I was just thinking of. Flying Dog.
Yeah, 33.
Being kind of that high because we get very little of that around here now.
We get them here, but I don't usually get as much from them. I think just because there's so many other beers that are out there. I've always enjoyed their beers. I think the last one I picked up from them was their Pearl Necklace, which
Oyster Stout or whatever.
Oyster Stout, which I actually liked as well. Yeah. But yeah, they're on that list there. Narragansett, they do some good beers that I've had a few of their stuff. People look at them kind of, I thought, being a little bit bigger, but then they actually are. I've had Long Trail a couple times. Rheingeist is on the list, 28, so that's like here in Cincinnati. So they've been making some headway, getting it out in the other states and everything. Revolution does well. Of course, there's Three Floyds at 39. That doesn't really surprise me there as much because Three Floyds is kind of more of a regional type situation. And they don't really put more than maybe like their 5 or 6 different beers, 7 beers. Like the first time I got the red ale recently, first time I saw that, but they kind of got they're kind of just our focus what they like to make, and they pretty much don't go outside that fold as much.
I've got one I was gonna open tonight, and I just bought a single of it, and I should, but it's like 14%. It's a Imperial Stout, barrel aged.
Yeah,
I've never seen it before, and I picked it up a couple weeks ago. I should try it to see if it was any good, and I go back and buy some more of it. But I think we definitely get more here than most. They do distribute more wider now than they did, but I think it's just kind of the Zombie Dust and the Gumball Head and some of their mainstay type things. But
yeah, like their Roberts and Bruce is really good. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really even those beers I just said. They're basic beers or whatever. They're all solid. They're all good beers.
Yeah. So Modern Times is on there as well. Lost Coast, I've had a few of theirs. Bear Republic, I've heard a lot of good stuff about them. St. Arnold, Drunken One, drinks a lot of their beers. Left Hand is number 50. Left Hand's a good brewery. So, it's tough. In the sales world, there's a lot of local breweries that are getting a lot of the money in. So, it's just top 50 in sales. And then they had the top 50 overall brewing companies, right? So Anheuser-Busch, number 1, Miller Coors, number 2, Constellation, number 3, which Constellation does beer, whiskey, whatever they get their hands on for the most part. And you see the same thing with Diego at number 7, Heineken at number 4, Pabst number 5. But you do have Yuengling at number 6, which again, they bolded out because it's a craft brewery. Boston Beer at number 9. Craft brewery, some say yes, some say no, but based on the Brewers Association, they are. And then Sierra Nevada at number 10. So in that top 10, you do have 3 craft breweries. Out of 11, you got New Belgium, so you have 4 in 11. But again, I think New Belgium is under somebody else and technically shouldn't be a craft brewery.
Yeah.
So as you stretch it out, you start to see more craft breweries making headway there as well. So,
who I'm kind of surprised wasn't at least at the bottom of that top 50 list that you just showed is New Holland.
New Holland?
Only because of the Dragon's Milk.
Anywhere on your left hand. Yeah, but I don't think Dragon's Milk is everywhere. Yeah, they're not on the list at all.
Yeah. I mean, only simply because of that beer. I mean,
yeah.
And you're probably right. It probably doesn't get as far out as I would think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, like, Nessa's getting it where she's getting it, so I would assume it's.
Well, she gets it there, but they get it out to that part of the country because, I mean, you have a lot of beer drinkers up there, so they're able to get connected in.
Yeah.
Going out west, I don't know how far it may push out to that level. Skip's like, get the stream right now. I just want to talk about the beer I'm drinking right now. Wait till Wednesday. Wednesday we'll get you on, Skip. Wednesday. Chester says that's Clinch River Brewery in Norris. They're only open on weekends and were closed last time I went by. Oh, when it closed because of the COVID type stuff and the regulations, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay beers. Nothing's gonna blow you away. But the brewery itself, they kind of have like a little outdoor sitting next to kind of like a little man-made little creek pond type thing. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Chad said, "How good is it, Dragon's Milk?" Well, I'm going to open one up actually here next after I finish this. But I got the review done on it, and I will say it's Dragon's Milk, so it's good, but it's little disappointing to me because I'm a big peanut butter fan, and the peanut butter didn't come through as much as I thought it was going to come through on this one. So, but I'll talk about that in a second here when I crack that open.
Glad you said that.
Oh, EB said I'm heading to bed. Y'all have a lovely one. All right, brother. Well, thanks for swinging in. I thought you were going to hang out for Call of Duty tonight, so it's all right to call an early one. No, I understand. Y'all don't know that, man. Make sure you check him out. Eclectic Beer Gaming and Reactions. Great stuff happening there.
See you, Alan.
Flying Dog showed up in Ontario. Gonzo sold out quick time. Gonzo's a pretty good beer for them. The Gonzo Porter. That's pretty good. They got an Imperial Gonzo as well. Chad said, we had an oyster cracker beer one time at my local liquor store. There you go. Yeah, he said, that's what like the names of some of the beer. Like the Pearl Necklace from Flying Dog. And it's like, it's hard to say without a chuckle, right?
They've got a few of them.
Well, yeah, there were people that were not happy with their Raging Bitch one at a point as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it was actually not bad. It was pretty decent. I didn't know what to expect going in, but I found it to be nice and enjoyable. But it's been probably a year or two since I've had that beer, but I would definitely give it a try again. I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy finishing these sons of bitches off, though. God, that's so good. That's going to be what I have to rash it off.
A 4-pack of those aren't very much either, really, are they?
$9.99.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was thinking 10 or 12 bucks. I couldn't remember.
No, $9.99. That's a steal. So it's a good deal there. So right now,
I'm gonna have to go. If I don't get over this weekend, I'm gonna have to check it out on Monday for sure. I'll go after work down the street and see.
If you can't find it, let me know. So next, I will open this up that Chad was asking about. This is the Dragon's Milk. Try to get in front here. The reserve. So this was from the first quarter of this year.
Pull it up.
Full blown. So, I'm ready for my close-up. So, yeah. Dragon's Milk Reserve. This one doesn't want to zoom in sometimes, this camera. It pisses me off. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. So, this is the first one for the first quarter. And it is April, so they will be releasing another one here in the next few weeks, I'm sure, too. Bourbon barrel aged stout with peanut butter, cocoa nibs, and natural flavors. I always get tripped up with that nowadays because it's like, is it cocoa or cacao? Which one did they put in this one? Because those are
I never know either. Honestly, is the spelling different? I'm not really even sure.
Yeah, it is. It's CAO or COCOA. Yeah,
I always just call it cocoa. Either way, I don't even care.
Now this one is 10% ABV, and what they tell you in the label. The reserve is a rich and nutty take on our legendary bourbon barrel aged stout. Waves of smooth, velvety flavors wash over your taste buds to conjure the familiar taste of peanut butter cups. See, right there, I'm a big Reese's guy. If you're going to tell me it tastes like peanut butter cups, you better back it up.
That's right.
Aged in select bourbon barrels for 3 months and finished with massive amounts of peanut butter and cocoa nibs. Our latest reserve is an indulgent experience that is sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. So it does have a nice sweetness to it. It does have a flavor. You do get some of the peanut butter, but to put it on the level of peanut butter cup, it's kind of pushing it. That's all I'm saying. All right. So we get that in. The head on this one actually dissolves pretty quickly as well, as you'll see here. So it only came out like a little bit of a quarter finger of the head. On the nose, you do get the peanut butter. You do get the cocoa. You do get the chocolate. It has like that feel maybe of a nose of inside the peanut butter cup. You know, when you're kind of chewing that peanut butter cup, and I break mine in half sometimes when I do it, and it's kind of got that nice feel. Taste wise, you're getting hit more with that bourbon. You get some of that oakiness. You get a little bit of the peanut butter, not as much coming through. You get some of that chocolate from the malts, but I feel like that does not say peanut butter cup. And one of the better breweries that I've actually had that have done peanut butter beers, and like for Chester, where you're at in Tennessee, it's Tailgate Brewing out of Nashville. I've done like 3 or 4 of their peanut butter beers, and they have always been solid. So I'm kind of marking people against them now. The Sweet Baby Jesus was one of my first favorite peanut butter beers. I still like that one. But Tailgate in Tennessee, they really did a bang-up job.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look if we can get them down there. Oh, where Chester is that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just check them out and see if I can find them.
Now, this all being said, I don't hate the beer, but it's disappointing because of what they're promising off of what they're telling you what is supposed to be in there. And I agree. This one does have some thinness there for sure, Gilbert. So Gilbert said it is thin, 10% ABV. Definitely has some thinness. I like to have like the one the 1050. I like a nice thickness, like on a 1050 type stout. You get a good oil viscosity, so to speak, with that one. I like having a thickness like that when I'm looking at that kind of thing. And this one is definitely more of that thinner type feel. I wish we got as many Dragon's Milk variants as the Roan up here. Depending where you're at, there could be a lot of variants.
But I'm like you on that one. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
When I found Dragon's Milk was doing a peanut butter, I was like, oh, finally, yes. So gonna be so good. And I was like,
Oh, so you did get this one in. You did get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just, it's in there, but it's not really coming out the way you expect it to. Again, you're advertising it as one of your key features. I expect that to kind of stick out some. You know, I go to the Braxton, you get caramel macchiato. If you're a caramel macchiato fan, that comes out in this beer.
Right.
If you're a brown ale fan and you like spice, that comes out in this beer. It just doesn't do it as well with this one.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna put it on the label, that's what you should get out of it.
Yeah. And like some brewers say, well, that just means we just be included when we brewed it or whatever. Like, but you should be going for the end result. People expect that as an end result too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, some Cracker Barrel restaurants are now serving wine and beer, but not in my local. I like to see the drink menu. I can't find it online. Yeah, so we actually talked about that like a few months back. How some of the Cracker Barrels, and it's in Tennessee, was like some of the first spots that you're doing that, where you can actually get beer or wine at your table. And I'm thinking it'll probably be more of the macro type beers, but it's kind of like, can you really comfortably, I don't know, can you comfortably, I guess you could comfortably enjoy a beer at a Cracker Barrel, but it's kind of like, isn't it like where you're there with grandma and
I feel
you got the kids? It's kind of like, you want to get your drink on there at a Cracker Barrel, like the whole fat, like, you know.
I feel like it should be like a mimosa or something instead. So that you have a breakfast or, you know, whatever, like a Bloody Mary or a screwdriver or something.
I just see you there like, oh, yeah, you're there for brunch or whatever. I'll get this platter, and can I get like a bud or whatever? Your grandma just looking over you, like, really? It's kind of early, isn't it?
It's on the menu. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, what do you pair a Cracker Barrel with wine anyway? It's kind of like...
I know, right? Yeah. What would you do there?
Yeah, you know what goes good with the pot roast? A good Cabernet, and we have one here. Yeah.
The pot roast. The chicken livers? What do you want? What do you want?
What would you suggest with the fried chicken platter? You know, like...
You're getting the dumplings. What else do you want with that?
And what if somebody get...
I don't know. Give me the Bud Light, I guess.
What if somebody gets in there and get a little too hammered? You know how tight it is walking out of a Cracker Barrel as it is now. When you got all the stuff in there, you got to buy for merchandise anyway.
Oh
like,
yeah,
then you get
dude. Like, look at some drunk ass and be knocking stuff over. You break, you buy. You gotta take it home.
So you're sitting there. What if you're waiting to get your table, like many people do? Can you drink while you're on the front deck in a rocking chair? No, just go over to the bar and get a couple drinks and call you your table's ready. Yeah.
You check out, you're like, your bill's $145. Like, all I got was the pancakes. Why is it so much? Yeah, but you broke the little teacup in the house over there off the shelf. We saw you.
Oh,
gotta pay for
man. Yeah, I gotta think. Yeah, Cracker Barrel's not. Yeah, not a place you think about getting your beer on at. I'm just saying.
You see it now, like, where are you going this Friday night? Hang out. Oh, we're going to Cracker Barrel. What do you mean? We're serving beer now. We're gonna go get some Cracker Barrel.
Happy hour at Cracker Barrel.
Happy hour at the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, people. Applebee's. Where are the people at? I guess they went to Cracker Barrel tonight.
Like, what's going on?
Cracker Barrel's the new hot spot. Yeah.
Said nobody ever.
Never. Oh man. Is it bad to drink 12 beers tonight? Not necessarily. I mean,
No.
Andre the Giant did 100 plus one night, so
We've done that before, many a times.
Yeah. But Chester, Skip, you're probably younger than us, so you probably can get away with it. So
Yeah, right.
Back in college days, yeah, we definitely have drank 12 beers. Did you try the Myers fried chicken yet? No, actually, I have not been to Myers as of yet. What's up, Big Daddy? So, I hardly ever go to Myers because Myers isn't near me. But Big Daddy said the Myers fried chicken is actually pretty good. He told us before. You got a Myers near you, don't you?
Yeah, we got one a couple miles down the road. I've never had their fried chicken though. I have to check it out.
Yeah,
must be good stuff.
I had to check with Eric because I bet Eric may have done it because he goes to Myers when he does his grocery shopping.
I'll have to remember that next time we go in there.
Yeah. So, I forgot all about that until you mentioned it, Big Daddy. I have to remember that. So there was another list I actually looked at here too today. Let me take a look here. So they actually came out with a list of state consumption for beer. Like, what state do you think probably drinks the most beer per person?
You would think like Texas or something. But that's probably not it because it's so big. It's probably like Maine or Delaware or something. Vermont, maybe.
Let's see here.
Probably something up in the northeast.
He said, "Badass, get it fresh on the chicken there as well."
Okay,
but
I have to remember that.
You were pretty close. The state with the most beer consumption per person is actually, get off my screen, little thing there, New Hampshire.
Okay.
41.4 gallons annually per person.
Dang.
And apparently, I think they held the same spot last year. Behind them is Montana at 41. I'm like, how many people actually live in fucking Montana anyway? But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But then it's like, you're in Montana. I mean, you got a great landscape, but outside of that, what else do you do? Well, you probably drink because it snows a lot of time during the year. North Dakota, South Dakota right there. Vermont and Maine. So right there in the Northeast again. South Carolina, 32.5. Wisconsin, 32.3. So, I mentioned they're supposed, like, they have 4 of the top beer cities on the report I saw, but per person, 32.3 gallons a year. As far as, like, Kentucky, we were at 23.1. So we were one of the fewest. Indiana, you were 23.6. So you can see just a little bit more than we did. Ohio was 25.5. So kind of interesting, this little thing they put together on average, how much is being consumed where. Nebraska, 31.3. Mississippi, 31.5. Texas was at 32.
How much of that percentage do you think you actually account for? and myself too.
Yeah, not enough, right? Yeah. You think about it, like 23 gallons, is that like a lot over a year though? I mean,
Doesn't really seem like
doesn't
that
seem to
much.
be like a lot, yeah. But they're taking it per person, so they're taking that population, I guess. And it says per shipment per adult, 21 plus and 20 gallons. So they're kind of averaging out from the people that are there and what the sales are coming from. So it's not a totally accurate number, but kind of just giving them kind of like a baseline, I guess. But Maryland was the least at 18.5. So
They're failing miserably then.
it's another one of those lists that are out there, right? So, but everybody's got a list somewhere. You made the list, like Chris Jericho used to say. You made the list. Oh, superstar in the house. Hey guys, you see your son Peggy? He's sipping off a can right now.
That thing is like exploded.
You guys just finished a card game. The weather here in Florida is nice. Rain today, so very nice. Hopefully, glad to hear you're enjoying yourself. We're like, why is she going to come on? Like, you should be enjoying yourself in Florida. But it's nice to be enjoying
You're in
yourself.
Florida. What are you doing?
But I guess at 10:41, it's kind of winding down the night. And
Yeah,
so
winding
nice
down a little bit.
It's nice that you're having great weather there, and hopefully everybody's being safe and good to go.
So since you talked about it earlier, Rod, I had to go down and grab one just because I haven't actually had this one yet. So,
oh yeah, let me get you pulled up here. The Neapolitan White Stout.
Drink your dessert. What's the ABV on this one now? 6%.
Yeah.
So
what do you think of that one?
We'll see.
This is your first time drinking this one?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
It is, actually. I still got one more can of this one left, but probably should have drank it way before now, but that's kind of one of those things. It just kind of shuffles back to the, to the back of the fridge. I mean, the nose smells like strawberry, like a strawberry pie or something. I don't know, strawberry
pie
turnover or something. I don't know what strawberry dessert of some sort.
Strawberry fields. Beatles.
But man, strawberry on this is. So is this one supposed to be a vanilla chocolate strawberry also?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, formula's a little different because they're using a white stout for that one. So your moss is thrown off.
Yeah, so the Ghost Neapolitan has all the flavors of our iconic Neapolitan milk stout, but with a new twist. This beer drinks like a stout from mouthful of flavor, but you'll be surprised when you open your eyes to find a copper-colored ale. So that's kind of one of those mind fucks on you for sure. It says you will taste the rich chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and this fascinating white stout. Now, just because I had to sip when I opened it up, it was foaming out big time. Got some of the strawberry out of it, but the nose on it, from what I can remember of the normal regular stout, milk stout,
the
strawberry is more pronounced on this one for sure. I don't know if you remember drinking this one, what you thought of it, but on the nose for sure is strawberry.
Yeah, maybe
a little hint of vanilla. But I'm not getting any chocolate at all on the nose. So I get a full. It's kind of got the copper tint to it, I guess, a little bit more so than a golden ale.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Still getting mostly strawberry out of it, though.
Yeah. How long does it?
Now,
you just take it out. You just take it out of the fridge.
It needs to be. So,
yeah.
But I'm not getting any chocolate out of it at all, though.
Yeah.
It's definitely strawberry as a show for sure. Then on the back end, you kind of get some of the creaminess of the vanilla in it. But
Yeah,
I don't get any of the chocolate. No chocolate out of
with
this
them
one.
going to a white stout version and changing up the malts, that kind of takes some of the chocolate down. But
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
see how it warms over time, because I think chocolate does start to immerse after a point.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I still got, I don't know, probably a quarter of the can left. I'll let it sit out and warm up some.
Yeah, but I preferred the base and then the imperial and then the white stout.
But I still have the
I
Imperial.
felt like that one did have more of the strawberry hit when I did that one as well.
The Imperial?
No, the white stout had more of the
Oh, the
strawberry.
white stout, yeah.
But the imperial would be second for me.
I mean, if you were to do this as a blind taste, it definitely would be strawberry, maybe some vanilla, but no chocolate, I don't think at all.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Shout out to Emerson. Well, thanks, my friend. Appreciate you, dog, with the $5 bomb as well. And what's the best 80s, 90s movie soundtrack to drink awesome beers? LOL, Gen X rules. All right. Well, first of all, thank you, sir, for the super. And now we turn the focus to, man, it's gonna be one like a few weeks ago. Like, sorry,
that's what I was gonna say. Is like, where's he been the last?
Well, we didn't do the movie. That was movies. He was here, I think, but this is like movies.
Well, that's true. That's true. It's the soundtrack.
So, 80s, 90s movies soundtrack to drink awesome beers to. I'm going to give you one from the 80s movies as well because the soundtrack is pretty kick-ass. That would be Less Than Zero. They have a good soundtrack for that movie that you can actually kick back and enjoy a good amount of beers to. What else would you have from the 80s or 90s that you can? I'm trying to think of movie soundtracks. There was one that Ice-T was in back in the day with Ice Cube, and it was, let's say, Surviving the Game. No,
it was True Colors.
It was Trespass. Trespass. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Trespass has a pretty good soundtrack. I used to play that off of that when I was a DJ on the radio. But Colors, I don't know if the whole soundtrack to Colors though. But the main song was Ice-T.
That's all you said. That made me think of that one.
I don't really know a lot of the movie soundtracks to really drink to. Like I know some tracks that you can drink to. Yeah,
he's like
Less Than Zero, My Hero, Great Call. Remember Judgment Night. Judgment Night was another good movie. That was with who was chasing them? Was it Dennis Leary trying to kill them in that one? That was a good one. Like the four guys, they basically screwed up and they were getting chased after that dude was trying to kill him. I think it was Dennis Leary was trying to kill him in that movie.
I mean, let's see. Was this? I don't even know when this was. That was the 70s. I was gonna say, what about Saturday Night Fever? But that was in the 70s. The 70s. Just missed it.
I'm waiting for.
I knew it was close, but I wasn't sure.
I'm waiting for somebody to say Ghost, and I'd be like, okay, you have to leave now. You're drunk.
You go now. You've been there 4 hours.
I'm trying to think. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, if they had some good tracks on that one. Because I remember the movie having good songs.
Yeah.
Oh, I give you one. Maximum Overdrive.
There you go.
Did the soundtrack for that one. That was a good one to kick back and enjoy.
God, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Lost Boys. I'm trying to think of Lost Boys songs in the 80s and 90s on their soundtrack. Lost Boys might have had some stuff on their soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Top Gun.
Oh, Footloose.
Well, Footloose. Well, yeah.
I mean, what about Kenny Loggins special there, but
did you drink the Flash dance?
Probably about as much as you could at Fast Times original.
White Man Can't Jump. That had some pretty good songs on their soundtrack.
Yeah.
We played a few of their stuff. Dennis Leary soundtrack was a combo of rap metal. Yeah, Dennis Leary. Yep, he was the one. AC/DC, Max Overdrive, Stephen King's favorite band. Yeah, that whole thing was like, my mom was watching that like for the first time a couple weeks ago. She's like, "Have you ever seen this movie? I watched it on TV called Maximum Overdrive." I was like, "Yeah, Stephen King, great movie with the trucks and the vehicle, all the electronic stuff like start going.
Yeah.
She'd never seen it before. She was like, she didn't know what the hell was going on.
Machines and all that shooting out. Yeah.
Boys in the Hood. There's a soundtrack.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Boys in the Hood and the
Pulp Fiction was a good soundtrack. I actually got that CD.
Pulp Fiction. What was
Mm.
what was the one that come out the same time as Boys in the Hood? That was
Poetic Justice?
No.
With Janet Jackson?
No, it was kind of the same, along the lines of like kind of the same type deal, but it's a different movie. God, what the hell is the name of the movie?
Juice?
No, it wasn't Juice.
Juice was one in the 80s and 90s, had a good soundtrack to drink.
Oh my God. That's going to drive me nuts.
Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure? It had to kill it. It had to kill us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What was you know what it is? You know what it is, but
Menace to Society?
There you go. Menace to Society. I would say it was like almost the same time frame, but it was like the same sort of plot kind of to it or whatever, theme to it. But yeah, Menace to Society. That was actually had that soundtrack. That was actually a pretty good one.
I know The Crow was back then. I can't think of any of the songs I don't know, but it had some upbeat music. Blade had some pretty good upbeat. I bet Blade was a good soundtrack to drink too, because that's some pretty good upbeat music through the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I just feel like if you just throw music on anyway, it's all good drinking music.
New Jack City for sure. New Jack City was a great one.
City, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Train Spotting. That's some good music. Did you ever see Train Spotting?
I don't think so.
That's classic.
I don't think I have seen that one.
Yeah. White Man Can't Jump.
Oh yeah, White Man Can't Jump.
Natural Born Killers, which was a favorite movie for me for a long time. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if I'm partly demented or whatever, but I still like watching Natural Born Killers once in a while. Just the whole, all the different underlying parts of that movie and stuff. Tommy Lee Jones, Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis. Train Spotting and Train Spotting 2, awesome soundtracks. Friday.
Who's in that?
Was Friday the 90s? Was Friday the 90s? I guess it was the 90s. I was thinking almost 2000, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it was early 90s.
Who's in what?
Train Spotting.
Ewan McGregor. He's like the main lead person. Like they're all like addicts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the one he was asking about, right? Train Spotting?
Train Spotting's pretty good.
I have to remember that one. I know I haven't seen that one.
The one with the that was later on. That's 2000s. I was thinking with the guys, the Full Monty, but that was 2000s. Animal House was the 70s. So I think it was the 70s for Animal House.
Let's see. Oops. Yeah, 78.
Yeah. Otis, my man. He was like, yeah. I went to college thinking the fraternities were going to be like Animal House. So yeah.
Yeah, just wild, all kinds of.
Ferris Bueller. It's a good songs of Ferris Bueller. Shake it up, baby. Now take it up, baby.
Yeah, I don't even. There's probably so many not even thinking of. I can't even think of soundtracks.
That's a tough question there.
That is a tough one. There's so many.
Oh, come on. Purple Rain.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Purple Rain.
Yeah, that was one I actually liked for sure too. Purple Rain.
You can't drink to Darling Nikki. What can you drink to?
Yeah, I was gonna say. What about
Sit there drinking sipping on some whiskey on that song.
That's like one of my favorite songs that he's ever done, and nobody really knows unless you actually went to clubs and stuff with it.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't like when it ever hit the radio.
Yeah, that was like one of the ones on like underground, like
Yeah, and that's like one of his best songs he ever did, I think.
And some girl be like, "That's
yes, but it was
so
like
girl,
a good one.
So girl be like, "That's my song." Well, shit, let's dance. That's
All
my
right,
song.
dude, let's do it.
I know how the night's
First,
gonna end. I got a magazine in the car. Stand By Me. That was another good one there.
That was a good one.
Good soundtrack.
Let's see.
I always think of Remember the Titans too, like the music from Remember the Titans in the different scenes. I know you're gonna miss me. Let you go. Purple Rain probably takes it for the 80s. Yeah, Purple Rain was just between Prince and the time and with the music in that movie. Yeah, that was a party all through.
All right, here's the best, say the top 25 soundtrack albums of the 90s, according to Spin. So 20. You want me to go? I'll go from early on. So number 25 is Good Will Hunting.
I don't remember much music from that movie, but I
24 is Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
23 is Wayne's World.
Yeah, they had a lot of different stuff on there. Yeah.
Yeah. 22 is Batman Forever.
Was Prince had a big hit on that soundtrack?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and it actually says that. Yeah, impact that rivaled the Prince-powered 1998 or 1989 Batman LP.
Yeah.
Batman Forever. 21 is Suburbia.
Oh, okay. I do remember that one.
Is,
but I remember the name.
20 is That Thing You Do.
Yeah, that's the rock group. Yeah.
19 is Dead Man, a film by Jim Jarmusch.
Not Dead Man Walking, just Dead Man. Okay.
18, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me soundtrack.
That's some dark music, though.
17, Menace to Society. 16, I didn't even think of these being as a cartoon or whatever. Lion King.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but is it a drinking movie? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the best soundtracks, but I'm like, yeah. Yeah,
well, yeah, you said drinking, so yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, for the adult, probably so.
People sang the hell out of that Lion King song for a long time. So, yeah, it was pretty popular soundtrack. And for Gilbert, I did say juice. You might have been refilling your glass at the time.
But I was just bringing these up just to try to maybe think of some things that we might be forgetting. So 15 is William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I don't think you could drink to that one, can you? Why? Well,
the remake they did with Leo DiCaprio, what you call him? That one had some more upbeat. That was more of a current type.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
That was Leguizamo, like the bad guy thing in that one or something.
14 was Rushmore.
Never saw that one, but know the movie.
13, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Of course, these are just soundtracks, and we're trying to throw in drinking too. But number 12 is The Crow.
Crow actually has.
But they had 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, Crow has some good music in the movie too. Yeah.
And Rollins Band.
I watched that about 3 or 4 weeks ago because it was on TV. Yeah, Rollins Band. First time I heard of Rollins Band was when I was a DJ in college. Because the station we had was an alternative station. So the first shift we had to do, because you had to show dedication for a semester, either you work 12 to 3 or 3 to 6 in the morning. So, and when it's that time, it's an alternative format. So after a while, when you get past that, you get into some of the specialty type shows. So I learned about like Cowboy Junkies and different groups along those lines, listen to more of REM back then and stuff like that. But the Rollins band was one of the ones that we had there that I listened to, and I actually got taken in pretty quickly with the stuff they were doing. I mean, Henry Rollins knew what the hell he's doing there.
Oh yeah,
A lot of good stuff there. So I used to play his stuff on the radio.
No, let's see. Oh, it says Stone Temple Pilots was on that one too as well.
Mm-hmm.
So number 11 was Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm. Great soundtrack.
We've said some of these. Number 10 was Belly.
Oh, I forgot about Belly. That was DMX.
Yeah, Nas, DMX, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
D'Angelo. Number 9, Until the End of the World. Until the End of the World. Which is R.E.M., Depeche Mode, Blue Reed, Talking Heads. Number 8, Street Fighter.
That wouldn't surprise me for the video games and stuff like that. Some of the music they probably had on that.
Oh, but it says, let's see, including LL Cool J, Craig Mack, and Farsad.
Yeah. Oh, in the 80s, there was also Crush Groove in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And Beat Street.
Yeah.
Breaking,
yeah.
But B Street and Crush Groove definitely, and Run DMC had Tougher Than Leather as well.
So number 7, Magnolia.
Oh, that was one of those. Yeah.
Number 6 is Judgment Night.
Yeah, that's the one that brought up. Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Number 5, Train Spotting is number 5. There you go. So I hit that one. Number 4, Above the Rim.
Oh, that was a Tupac.
Dr. Dre, Warren G, Nate Dogg, Tupac. Number 3, Waiting to Exhale. Got Whitney. Got to think about Whitney.
Yeah. I mean, you can't knock this out.
Blige.
I still think you're drinking to it, but yeah, you can't knock it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
A lot of those you can't really probably.
And these are the 90s, right? Just the 90s.
This is 90s.
So I think Whitney would have been, I think Ghost would have been in the, I think that was the 80s. So
number 2 is Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, great soundtrack and action in that movie.
9 Inch Nails. And number 1. Oh, wait a minute. Singles.
Oh, okay. That was an independent film.
Some Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. Yeah, a little bit of mix there. Smashing Pumpkins.
Here was this Juicy IP.
Never seen it, so I don't know about that one.
I didn't see that one either, but I know about it. Strictly Business.
That was according to Vibe.
You know about Strictly Business, the album, EPMD? It's a good album.
Yeah.
Like, it'd have been better, like, if Emerson would have said top albums in the 80s and 90s to drink to. I think we had a little easier time.
What about Cocktail? Was that did that have a good album?
That was in the 80s. I can't remember what that one did. I can't remember.
I would think so with, like, bartending and mixing the alcohol and stuff. I would think that the soundtrack would have been good. You know what I mean?
Well, because he's always in the bars and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if it was or not. It just kind of popped in my head. Actually, I'll probably look that up.
Got 20 crafted Cape Cod, wee white rum. Nice, Chad. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Yeah. Still the best hook man that rap ever had, I think. Singles Oozes early 90s. Yeah. That was definitely like kind of that 90s feel. It's like what eats Gilbert Grape? You know what movie in the 80s would probably have a good soundtrack you could drink to that wasn't on that list or that I mentioned? Was freaking Heavy Metal. It was a whole musical type thing. That came out.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was the 80s when Heavy Metal came out, unless I'm wrong.
Let's see. I think that sounds right.
I believe it was the 80s. I would think that would be one.
1981.
Yeah. Heavy metal. How's that not on the list? Like,
Oh, John Candy.
yeah. Hey, what's going on, Arizona? Cheers. Opening day. Hello, all. Yes, opening day, and it was 30
What's up,
degrees
Arizona?
here. Don't know who turned down the thermostat in this area of the country, but
Yeah.
it was cold. We had like a Lep was up in a blizzard up there in Cleveland, it seemed, and the Reds were playing in like 34 degrees or something like that.
And they sucked as usual.
Did they lose that game today?
Yeah, they were down. They gave up 6 runs in the first inning.
Wow.
They ended up losing 11. They ended up losing 11-6.
One of my friends that posted the thing, Reds' first home run of the season. That's the last thing I saw about that game.
It was bad.
Weeds killed.
They're always good enough at the beginning of the year to get your hopes up, and then they just crush your dreams.
Yeah, I know about the movies too, so I was asking if it was the album as well or the movie, but yeah. Strictly Business. Comedy, yeah. I think that was with Tommy Davidson and David Allen Greer.
I mean, what about Risky Business?
Risky Business. Every time I think of Risky Business, I think of one, the saying, if you can't say it, you can't do it. And 2, the damn subway scene. With Rebecca De Mornay. That was the scene where Rebecca De Mornay was just etched into my skull. So
never to be forgotten.
Like I said, if they said, Rob, we want you to come up with a movie. What movie would you like to see a sequel made of in Hollywood? Risky Business would be one of them. I can see how Joel came out in life. What happened? What's the next part of the story? Kind of situation. That was a good movie. Maybe where Ferris ended up in life as well. Whatever happened to Ferris Bueller,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Trying to think of it. Yeah, that's a good question. Of any of the movies you've seen, what movies would you like to see a sequel to?
Ooh. That is a good question there.
Yeah. Because a lot of times we get tired of sequels. But there are some movies I like to see a sequel.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them you like, like you said, Ferris Bueller. What happened after, his dad beat his ass for wrecking that car, like, truly.
Whatever happened to his buddy there, whatever happened to Ferris, how did that pan out? Wow, 93 out there, Arizona. Ooh, that's hot. But it's a dry heat.
Yeah, we're in the 30s today. You're talking about 93.
I'm trying to think what other cool movies would have been sequels. Trying to think of any like horror type movies because they always make sequels of those. Well, actually, I think something like it's too late now, but maybe an ET sequel would have been kind of cool to see ET come back or something after he was home.
Golly, it would be. That's a good question there because now I got to think about how some of these movies ended, and if you'd actually want to see where it goes after that.
Yeah.
Man.
There's definitely some worth seeing if there'd be a sequel. See Chester right there. I'd like to find out what happened to Jeff McCauley. There you go.
I was going to say, yeah, Fast Times. Yeah,
Fast Times would have been a good one. Yeah.
What happens? Jeff McCauley.
You know what movie might have been not a bad soundtrack too? I can't remember it fully, but I remember some songs that were pretty good. Was Wildcats back in the day. Goldie Hawn coaching the football team.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember. I love that soundtrack.
Yeah.
I remember that. Was that? Yeah. That actually was a. Well, it's probably terrible now if you watch it, but back then it was good.
Yeah.
Like I used to watch. That was one of those movies. Like growing up, when it was on TV, it's like I gotta watch it. You just stop and watch it.
Yeah.
Of course, back then you only had like 10 channels anyway, so he's too lazy to get up and hit the button on the box to change the channel. So it's like, we'll just watch this again.
Just gonna watch it over.
Right. Wildcats.
Emerson said Better Off Dead too. Oh, there you go.
Mm-mm.
That could be one. I still haven't watched Zombieland 2 now that I think about it. I need to watch that at some point. I was a big fan of Zombieland, the first one. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
haven't seen
two
the second one either.
I feel like two would have been hard to stack up against one now. The
Yeah.
Goonies. Whatever happened to the kids from the Goonies? That would have been a good sequel.
Goonies. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they take all the riches and
Or did they get the? I mean, the boat sailed off in the end, but did they go back out and get the boat some point, or
right,
what happened?
right.
Yeah, you know.
What happened? What happened
What,
there?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Do they come back? Like, does Richard Dreyfuss ever come back to Earth? You know, after he gets on the ship, you never know. Don't know. They came in, they picked certain humans to take with them. What happened next?
Thinking about what about like E.T.? I don't even remember how that actually ended.
Well, that's what I was saying
Though, didn't he?
as well. No, he got away.
Did
Remember
he
the
get
kids
away?
with
Okay.
the bike? They flew over the police.
Yeah, well, I remember that. Yeah, but I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking he might have died at the end of the movie.
Yeah, pre-PC, the police had guns. Now we didn't watch the movie. The police don't have guns. That was one of the things they did in the movie. Like, how were they going to stop them without the guns? But yeah,
Right.
Worst Atari game ever made. Kind of killed Atari making that game.
Oh, E.T. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was terrible. That was terrible.
Oh, Emerson said Goomies were supposed to have a sequel. Yeah, they never did get around to it though.
Really, that'd been interesting.
Trying to think what other movies out there. Andre? I know one sequel I am looking forward to. Whenever he gets it done, will be Kill Bill Volume 3. I'm kind of looking forward to that movie.
Are they doing? They're doing another one.
They're supposed to do another one. They're actually using this. He's using the same characters. He's waiting for the daughter that got killed, the black daughter, to when she was like 18 or 20 or whatever, because her role was coming back after Uma Thurman for killing her mom. Remember, she killed her mom there in the movie.
Was Tarantino doing that one too?
Yeah, he's doing that one as well. If they're still doing it. True Romance. Whatever happened to what's he called? I almost said Christian Laettner, but what's the guy's name that was in True Romance? The actor Christian
Bale? No, not Bale.
no
Slater.
Christian Slater and Arquette. They at the end when they get to leave with the money, like that was a good movie. That was Tarantino's first screenplay.
Really? Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Trying to think what else.
And Hollywood's always making sequels to stuff. I'm like, make some good sequels to some of these other good movies. You know, White Man Can't Jump. Did Woody Harrelson end up finding Rosie again? You know, because Rosie left him because he went out there and spent the last money again for that game. Even though he won, he lost. Remember, that's what Rosie was saying. Sometimes you win, you lose.
What about? Could you do a sequel to like Rain Man? What's Dustin Hoffman do? You know, does he want to make more money at the casinos or?
Plastered up at every casino. Rain Man would have been good. That was a good movie. That was shot here in Cincinnati.
I remember going to the movies when it first came out, and for the first time, I was like, if this one doesn't win, if he doesn't win an award for that one, it's like there's something wrong.
Well, it's like when DiCaprio did Was Eating Gilbert Grape and did the mentally challenged kid or whatever. It was like, thought he was that person. I didn't realize it was him acting. He did such a good job with it.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, speaking of that cast, Winona Ryder, whoo, she looks pretty washed up on Stranger Things now. Like, dude, you were definitely partying too hard in the 80s.
No kidding.
Those 80s actors. Yeah. You were hitting the drugs way too hard.
What happened here?
Yeah, she whew. I mean, back then, Beetlejuice and all of that, she was a cute girl. I mean, she's not terrible now, but her, unless that's part of her makeup on Stranger Things, like
Well, that could be.
you've been
That
out
could be.
boozing way too much.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be makeup. I have to look her up. What does she actually look like now?
Yeah. For some reason, I got Ace Ventura on TV right now, but I just haven't turned the channel.
Ace Ventura.
They did the first one and did the second one back to back. New show starting this week, by the way. I'm looking forward to. I'm stoked, as if I need another show. But I've been waiting for this show to show up here for months. Gangs of London. Have you seen the trailer for that yet?
No, I haven't.
AMC starts Sunday night at 10. Oh my
On
god.
AMC.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I got a DVR set up, so
Okay.
yeah, that looks pretty tough.
I have to remember that one. Sunday.
Yeah,
All right.
I need to watch Snowfall from this week, so I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. I caught up on all my DVR stuff today, except for Snowfall. That was the last one I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, Snowfall I'm behind, and I haven't started watching Mayans yet this week.
And Mayans too. Yeah, I'm about 3 episodes behind on that one.
So I need to start watching that again.
But that was one of the ones I watched with Shannon, and she's just like, yeah, whatever, we'll watch it whenever. I'm like, no, but I want to watch it now. So I might have to just watch it, and like, you have to catch up on your own.
And I have to turn the channel at times because like they'll show the next episode upcoming.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know yet.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so what I need, another show in the rotation I now have, right? So, well, The Walking Dead is about to take a break finally. They got their last season in the fall, so.
How's that been? Are they sort of wrapping?
Trying to wrap it. It's kind of weird now. They trying to wrap stuff up now, and now they got Maggie's back, and she knows Negan's alive, and it's just like, she hasn't made a move yet or whatever. Like, they told her, and she kind of pretty much left, and it's kind of like, she was definitely still pissed about Glenn, so, but they advanced it like years ahead. Like their kid that she had with Glenn now is like 5 or something, so.
What's the little girl of Carl's little sister? What is she, like 20 something now?
No, she's only like 9 or something like that. I think.
Okay. All right.
And then the kid that Rick had with what's her name, Michonne, is like he's like 5 or something too. So.
Oh, so they ended up having a kid.
Yeah, they end up and stuff.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right.
But it's just like
I bailed on it a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, for me, it's just a candy bar show at this point. Just trying to finish the candy bar off. So I can throw it away. So
that's why I am too. And she'll go like, "Why do you still watch it for?" I'm like, I'm already so invested now. Like I don't even like I got to see how it ends now. But with Walking Dead, I was like, I'm done. I can't even even a couple seasons I watched it, I was just kind of had it on in the background kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like when I watched Lost. I was okay to stop season 2 because I already figured out they were like in purgatory, even though ABC was trying to deny it and stuff. It was like, they came out, oh yeah, they're actually dead or whatever. It was all like, yeah, you could tell that in the beginning. Like, you're right, it wasn't that great. You couldn't figure out that when people would disappear, it was basically they were going to heaven or hell at that point. So,
yeah.
It was just.
I watched a good one. I just finished a good series today. Actually, it was last. No, actually, I did finish the last episode today. It's on Apple TV. It's Ted Lasso.
I've heard about that one, but I haven't. I don't.
It's freaking. It's good. It's funny. It's got what's his name? It used to be on Saturday Night Live. Damn, what the hell is his name? I'll look it up now because I'll. Let's see. Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, okay.
So he's an American dude, and he takes over one of the Premier League like soccer teams, and he doesn't even know anything about soccer. So the lady that owns the soccer team took over the team because of a divorce. So she wanted to tank this. She wanted this team just to be terrible because to get back at her husband because they were like really good. So she hires Jason Sudeikis, who's like an American youth league coach soccer. Like he doesn't even know anything about soccer. So she hires him to be in the Premier League for them. And it's just funny. I mean, it's just good. It's got good storyline to it. It's pretty good. But it's on Apple TV.
Whoever says, "Jeez, ruin Lost for me. Why don't you?" Well, if you didn't watch Lost by now, you're not going to watch it.
Yeah, that's on you.
Donate if you stream to 1 a.m. Oh, I'll probably get a wrap up here, as a matter of fact. But now I have to go to work tomorrow. Yay!
Yeah, me either. Yay! So I played golf today for the first time on PlayStation.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Like,
It's the first time I played in like a couple weeks, probably.
Yeah.
Picked up in my season. I don't know how much longer it's got on there, but
Yeah, I haven't played that in a minute. I need to get my guy back up again.
that's actually the first time I've probably been on the PS4 for a couple weeks, probably.
Yeah. I'll double down to go to 1 a.m. There was a time we'd have long streams on here for sure. So.
Oh yeah. Not as much now on a Thursday as we've done it many nights on a Saturday though, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially on the question game night.
Yeah, it's overdue. Gotta get your wife in here.
Yeah, let's see. Saturday.
I won't be here Saturday.
Oh, that's right. You're going out of town. Yeah, never mind then. That'll at least be a couple weeks because she's got to work the following weekend. So, yeah, I forgot you're going to be gone.
Yeah, I try to shoot some footage from down there.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Our neighbors and his family's down there right now, and I've been seeing some of the pictures been taken on Instagram. They've look pretty good. Yeah, it looks nice.
They do any of the hiking or the kayaking?
Yeah,
or
like hiking and stuff. Like they're fitness gurus. He owns his own gym, so they're always doing that kind of thing all the time.
I wonder if they did the bungee jumping down there.
If they did, he hasn't posted anything on it, so I don't know about that. But probably not. I wouldn't think. He didn't seem like the kind of person that would do bungee jumping.
Yeah. Yeah, the place we're at, it's actually the cabin's right on a lake, so you can I'm not going to go fishing probably, but you could do fishing if you went it there. It's like catch and release or whatever. So.
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. I'd like to get down there and stay for a weekend or something. I don't know why we haven't done that.
Just never thought about it really. Same reason really is kind of like after last year not going anywhere, you're kind of like, oh, I need to go see these places while I can.
Right, yeah. Get out and do some things you haven't been to or seen or whatever.
Yeah.
That one for sure is at the top of the list, I think. For something semi-local, you know.
Yeah, to go, check it out and the site of it and all that kind of stuff. So
that'll be cool. Yeah, y'all enjoy. It'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely should be. It should be a good time to kick back and relax. And I don't know. I get to the cabin. It's got the cabin and the hot tub, and I'm pretty much okay. I mean,
there you go.
She want to go hiking, all that kind of. Well, she wants to go like see the trails and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, but
yeah, well, you gotta do a little bit of that when you're down there.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm good right here. I'm gonna find me some beers and
there you go. Don't get drunk and go hiking because
you don't want to do that.
You'll be one of those statistical numbers that they have in you during
one of them Instagram folks that hangs off the cliff trying to get a picture.
Yeah,
trying to get a selfie.
Well, I think it was like 20 or 30 people a year that died down there or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Don't be one of those.
No, you don't be that statistic. They showed a thing where a guy took his kid to the zoo. It wasn't here. I think it was overseas. But he climbed through the elephant cage. So you get a closer picture with his kid, his toddler. Like, and the elephant came running at him. He dropped the toddler and ran out.
Save himself.
Then he realized they had to reach back to grab the toddler in time.
Dad of the year right there.
But the elephant ran up, like the elephant's like, "What are you doing in here?" Like kind of type thing. Like it wasn't really, I don't think, being violent towards him, but it was running up to find out what was going on. And it's like when he dropped, I can't imagine when he told the wife when she saw that video of him leaving the toddler behind.
Oh, she beat the hell out of him. So what are you doing? He probably jumped back in the cage just to get away from her.
Yeah.
Take his chances.
Oh man. But yeah. Oh, I guess we'll get ready to wrap this up. We're at 11:26 here. So good night.
Sounds good.
Drink some beers. We drank some beers, talk some beers. Thanks for everybody that definitely tuned in here. And I did post up some other things. I've got a couple other shows that'll pop up. That'll be I got the Gnarly Gnome coming on, who's actually a podcaster here in Cincinnati. He was actually doing this stuff way before I even got involved in it. So it'll be great to have him on. That's going to be in a few weeks. And then I've got Mickey from Black and Brew Chicago about some of the stuff they're doing with brewing and stuff too. So that'll be a cool event to have her on.
Nice, yeah.
That'll be in a bit too. And
I saw them pop up on YouTube, but I wasn't sure exactly who they were.
Yeah. So I have them up coming here in April, and then I got some other people that I'll be looking to bring on too. So trying to space them out a little bit because I did that one week where I had like back to back or whatever shows, and it was like, whoa, this is
it was a busy week.
Yeah. If I didn't have the day job, it might have been okay, but you got to work and stuff too. So you're drinking, you're like getting up in the morning, like, oh, I don't feel like doing this right now.
But at least you just got it rolled down the hallway to get to your office. So
yeah. Well, it's always great to have you here, Emerson, as well, my friend, and everybody else there in the chat, Skip and Big Daddy, Chester, everybody along those lines. But I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up, and thanks for you guys for joining. Next Thursday, we'll be back next Wednesday. I'll make a note, but next Wednesday I will set up for National Beer Day stream, and then people that want to come in, talk about beers, you'll be all invited to come in. I haven't done a panel show in a while anyway, so it's long overdue. So we'll do that for next week. But that being said,
sounds good.
Thanks for everybody that tuned in, and we will look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.